Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, everyone. Well, let's get this party started. And here we go.
We would be honored if you would join us.
May the 4th be with you.
T. McCluskey presents Arcade Talk live stream. It's time for Carlo of the Week. Welcome to Arcade Wars.
Welcome, everybody, to the Thursday night edition of Arcade Talk. Hope you're having a great week. Hopefully you sit back and relax and listen to what we have to say tonight. Let's get Pub Brad on here. Pub Brad.
What's happening?
Mic check working.
Is it working? Good.
Wow. Hey, wait a second. Where you at, Pub Brad? Where you at?
I'm at
You're in another room over there.
another room. I'm in my second room.
It looks pretty nice in there.
I'm working on it. This is where I have my pinball set up, my streaming set up for pinball. This is where I have all my cameras right now.
Uh-oh. There's somebody
Steve
behind
McCluskey.
you.
I know. He's got an eye on me.
You got two
Steve
people
McCluskey.
back to look at that.
Three cameras
Three.
on the pinball machine alone and two microphones.
Oh, three. Yep.
It's nuts.
You want to show that off or not?
Nah, I don't have it ready because I'd take the main camera off to do the stream. So
Oh, so you just got
I'm
two
working on
right
it.
now.
Yeah. It'll be missing something, but so anyway, man, it's been a crazy week. Been exciting.
Crazy and exciting, right?
I know, it's awesome. Stuff to look forward to.
Some stuff to look forward to. Yes, we do. I just see Atari dropped something there too.
I'm live streaming.
Get Atari
Yeah,
drop
well-
something. I haven't been paying attention to the news. You're gonna have to fill me in.
You're paying attention to my arcade. I know that.
I've been paying attention to my arcade and Poosh. Have you ever
I
heard of
bought
Poosh?
corn dogs because the kids were supposed
So you
to
did
come
that
over.
stream the other night.
Yeah,
I saw
Poosh is
Poosh.
fantastic, man. Poosh
I said,
is
"Oh,
the hot
oh,
new
oh,
jam, man. We're all playing
But I bought
Poosh.
corn dogs, so I was going to make corn
Hey,
dogs.
don't push dog.
Well, I mean, there's something
They always say don't poke the bear in that. Don't poke the don't push the bear.
I don't care.
Don't push the bear.
How's your week going?
Going good. I
Good
had 39 parent conferences today. 39.
Oh,
How's that
yeah, the
sound? Does
parent
it sound like fun?
conferences.
39.
no.
Yeah. But I had a
Didn't
great
you-
day. It was fun. I mean, I got to meet a lot of cool parents. It was a pretty good experience.
Oh, that's good. Man, that's a lot though, man. 39. So it took up
Yeah,
your probably most of
39.
your day, huh?
It was all day long.
Yeah. Wow.
But it was good. Got a
Back
lot of
in
cool
the day,
people here today.
Who got in chat, Pub Brad?
And we got High Scores on Tap. We got
High
Mikey J
Scores.
Production. We got Nix. Yoo-hoo! Nix is a big time pusher. He's pushing.
He's pushing the bear.
He's pushing, man. He's pushing. He's way. You see his high score. I think he's 32nd in the world. Have you moved up at all, Nix? Have you moved up in the world rating? Got Biggie D's Arcade.
Marine 50. What's up, Biggie D?
50. Got
Ray.
Jason, Lil Alien, our favorite moderator. He knows what to do if anyone comes in the chat. He's going to help keep our channel clean.
The Car O.
Everyone, welcome to the show.
Yeah, I think that's about it right now.
Ranked 32nd, correct as of today in the world push rating. Yeah, this game's addictive. Like, I thought I'd play it for like 5 minutes. Next thing I know, it's 2 hours. It is super addictive. It is a one-button arcade-style game.
Yeah, that's what you're
One
saying.
button.
So you just click up, I guess, or like
You
up
just-
or sideways.
You click when you activate. You just have to watch it. It's crazy. It's got the best music. It's just so chill too. But
Yeah,
it
what's
is
your
exciting.
gameplay on there? It looks at first it looks pretty easy, man, and then it gets freaking gets hard.
Yeah,
You start
I
moving
don't.
quicker. Where'd you play it at on? Was that on?
I played it on Steam. I have it on Steam.
Yeah,
So I streamed it off of Steam.
You said it wasn't very much money either.
Like $4.99.
Yeah,
They have a
not bad.
pack with like a bunch of this guy's games for like $7.99. It comes with a bunch of his other games too. So you can either buy it by itself or you can buy the little pack and it has a bunch of his other games that he made. So, but I've been really enjoying it. I have to say it's the last 2 months have been full of pleasant surprises. First, the Game Station Pro, which was way better than I ever expected it could be. Now Poosh. And I figured out how I can stream my pinball and show it, like, let everyone see what it's going to look like, which was a little stressful, but it's ready now. I'm ready, T. McCloskey. I'm ready, AtGames. I'm ready. I'm all cameraed up, mic'd up, cameraed up.
You can handle the push.
I
can handle the
man.
push.
I'm ready.
You're ready. And now you
Let's
just
do
got to get
this.
the 4K pinball.
That's all I need now.
That's all you need. You'll be all set to go. Hopefully soon. Pop Brad.
Hopefully soon.
And I guess we'll see what happens like next week. But January 19th, I think is supposed to be the date that they're going to invoice us for the 4K if everything's going on schedule.
Yeah.
These invoicing this on the 19th. So if we get invoiced on the 19th, Pop Brad, we know we're still on schedule.
No, right on schedule. Yeah.
It's next Friday.
Yeah.
Friday is 19th. So a week from tomorrow, actually. So
Yeah.
we're getting there.
It's exciting, you know. It's exciting, you know. 4K pinball, mass produced into the masses. I mean, at an affordable price. It's pretty awesome. I can't wait. I mean, stoked.
Yeah,
If I said anything other than I'm stoked, I would be lying. I mean, I'm excited to check this out.
I'm so excited. Be my first AtGames pinball, so I'm so excited for it. And I guess AtGames must have some 4K pinballs in Papa Brad because we got some pictures, coming out of the toppers and stuff.
Oh, cool.
And the one
Any
looked like
pictures to share?
yeah, we got some. They're nothing best in the world, but
check 1 2.
he got that one there.
Check 1
There's
2.
Dinosaur Dynasty.
Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
They just didn't take very good pictures. Yeah, you got this one
Check
here.
1 2.
I'll show some.
It's like a side view, huh?
That's the Adams Family one, yeah. Because the one they showed, I tried to get some more pictures, but they weren't cooperating. So, and the other one they had is this one here on Facebook. Is just
Yeah, it won't be long, and we'll. What I don't get with that picture is why didn't they like turn off the lights so we could see the glow? Like a fully well lit room. You know, it's like
you can see it's lit up.
kind of defeats the purpose of seeing it lit up. You know what I mean? But I don't. It's still good. You know, it's gonna look good.
See, I was surprised that they completely changed the box because back here this used to be wood, right? So they actually put up whole piece.
Like
I imagine the wood's still back
almost.
there.
It's just like almost like a sign, like a sign.
Like a box, yes, like a sign box. And I think the wood
They
is
can
probably,
light it.
yeah, I think the whole thing's connected to the wood in the back still. You can still see the brace down there.
That's interesting.
So they actually put a whole box on there, almost like a marquee box. Yeah, they got the Dinosaur Dynasty. I'm not sure why they didn't do the
Looks
whole-
good. It doesn't look washed out from that picture.
No, they look pretty good.
Looks like it's lit okay. The biggest thing with when you do is you don't want it to look washed out, you know?
Yeah, That definitely doesn't look washed out. And that is lit up.
That does not look washed out.
No, that is lit up. You just can't tell it's lit up because it's too light in there. But you definitely tell this is an office because you got a map in the background. So this is definitely, in somebody's office. So they're definitely at some kind of AtGames office somewhere. So
yeah, it looks good.
So they definitely have shipped or something. They got these pictures from somewhere. There ain't no factory because the factory's not gonna have a map in the back. But.
Yeah.
So that's pretty cool. Yeah. We'll see what they look, when we get them, like you said.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah. Won't be long, and you'll get to see them. Everyone on YouTube, they're going to be all over YouTube as soon as someone gets one.
Here's the dinosaur. This one's pretty good. It doesn't really look big at all.
Yeah, it doesn't look washed out. It doesn't look bad.
Mm-mm. And Ray said he's not sure about the marquee. You see, there's a piece of plastic over that marquee. The back glass too. I like the back.
Yeah,
really,
yeah. I think it's gonna look good.
Ray said, "I'm not sure about that marquee. I think it's gonna be all right, especially when it's lit up. I think it's gonna look good."
Yeah, I mean, originally they weren't even lit up at all. They were not lit. So I think it's gonna be cool that we're getting them lit.
Marine 50. Yeah, you were right. Did they change the dinosaur one? I thought it was more square before.
Go back to it.
It was square, wasn't it?
Yeah, they did. They rounded it off a little bit, huh?
Yeah, they cut out like the mountain and they cut out the T-Rex. I kind of like this a little better.
Yeah, it looks
cool.
like
cutting around a T-Rex in the mountain in the back. I kind of like it better than it being squared off. What about you?
I like it better. It does look better.
Yeah, Ray says we're lucky to get them lit. Yep. Yeah, because once again, that was a last-minute change. I mean, as you see, they completely changed that topper again, Pop Brad. It's not just acrylic like they had before. They actually put a whole box on there, so that couldn't have been a cheap fix. Unless they did it before they were in production. Jurassic Dynasty. Hope they change the Star Trek one a little. Have the Enterprise breaking out. Well, they might. Since they did it to this one, they might. Because those are just renderings, What are you cracking open over there?
No, nothing. I'm not cracking. I'm definitely not drinking anything on stream.
You're cracking.
Drinking anything on stream.
Yeah, I like that a lot better. It looks. I think it looks a lot better for Dinosaur Dynasty. So there's
looks good.
That's the toppers, guys. Yeah, I wish they had
the pictures of the toppers. Yeah, I would like to see the Addams family in the dark, but it won't be long.
I think I did hear that AtGames is going to next couple of days bring out some more pictures.
Yeah, I'm sure they will. As they're getting them in, and they're getting them the actual production units.
Yeah, I wonder where they're gonna, because they did. I wonder if I don't know. Wonder where they're at. They're somewhere at AtGames corporate offices somewhere. I wonder where.
Yeah.
If they're in the United States or if they're somewhere else. I know they have 3 different offices around the world. I took up their one website. I think it was 3. Races, cheers. Toppers look great. I agree.
Yeah. I think they're gonna look nice. I mean, when you see that in your room, when you're in your arcade and it's dark, it's gonna look nice.
Yeah, and then marquee or the old marquee that is not lit up anymore. It's just part of the back box.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, just keep the lights off of that completely.
Yep.
It looks good. It's going to look great. I mean, when you're playing that pinball in a dark room, it's going to look nice.
Yeah, I mean, with that topper all lit up, it's going to look pretty cool. Not like I said, I'm surprised it's actually like a marquee box that they put up there, not just put a light behind the acrylic.
Yeah, yeah. I think that topper really goes perfect with Haunted House, the Gottlieb table too. That's going to be on the machine. That you're going to get.
That's true. Yeah,
I think it's really a perfect theme if for that table as well. It just kind of goes with it.
Yep. Even like kind of like spooky too. I mean,
yeah, some of the spooky tables.
Yeah. Zen, one thing I have not heard, Brad, I don't think Wagner has. There has been no update on the Addams family table.
Yeah, I wish we would have seen some footage by now. It's getting close,
That's the only thing that makes me nervous is the Addams family, if it's completely fixed or not. I don't want to hear like, oh, you got to do an update after like 2 weeks or something.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you'll probably have to. A lot of times when you get something new, you have to update the firmware.
Which that's fine. I mean, if it's right away, that's great. But
Like the Game Station Pro already had a firmware update. The 2600 Plus had a firmware update. It's usually just to make it better. You know what I mean? I mean, like they work on these things. Right now they're in full swing. They're perfecting these products, so they're going to do some firmware updates. System updates are going to be. I would expect that within the first couple months.
Yeah, I just want Adam's Family to work right out of the box, or even if it's,
I do too. Absolutely.
Even if it's after a firmware update when you first set it up, that's okay too.
I still want to have any stuttering or lag. I mean, I just want it to be smooth. Now that's going to be the most important thing,
because that's going to be what everybody's going to criticize. All the other tables work great. 146 tables could work great, but one doesn't.
That Adams Family doesn't look great, man. There's going to be hell to pay. I mean, there's going to be hell to pay. Yeah, because the whole pinball's themed around it. I mean, they need to nail it. They need to knock it out of the park and have it running smooth.
Even though Arcade 1-Up had, what was it? Which cabinet where you couldn't even play the
Attack from Mars was pretty bad. I owned that one.
There's one arcade cabinet they had you couldn't even play online. The feature game. Which one was that?
Marvel vs. Capcom 2?
Yeah.
It didn't have online.
Right out the box.
That game. I owned that arcade 1-Up too. That was a train wreck. That whole product was a train wreck. It didn't even run right. It didn't even run right. I mean, it's sad when your 1999 Dreamcast is blowing it out of the water, and it's like you're in the 2000. We're current day.
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm a fan of, T. McCloskey? Good emulation. Good emulation.
Good emulation.
Just make it good. Even less games that run perfectly. I just want to have good emulation. Make sure the games are running right. And you're right. The Adams Family running right is very important.
Yes.
I would say it's probably one of the top factors because that's the first Zen table that they're bringing to it. One of the first that'll be available, right?
Yeah,
we don't even know. We don't even know what Zen tables are available at launch besides Adams Family. We know Adams Family will have to be.
Yeah, at launch, it might
because it's going to be packed on the machine, But I mean, would it surprise you if there was an update right away to update Adams Family? It wouldn't surprise me really, because they're going to be working on that.
That's fine with me. Yeah, it's fine if it's right away. 2 weeks later it would be not fine. They should have waited. If it's like a 2 week or a week wait, then I would say, damn, I wish you would have waited. But if it's right away, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with an update like that because it doesn't really affect you if you get it right out of the box.
Yeah.
And you kind of expect something like that. Like the target DCS.
If they can get Adams Family running smooth too, I mean, they're going to be able to get a lot of them running smooth because once you have that first one and you got it nailed in and you got it running good, I think it's less optimization to do from there on. They have a good head start.
Yep. Yeah. Once they get that one, all the other ones will just flow, and you never know. They might already got it, and the other ones might be already being worked on. I would think. I guess Peanuts would probably be the next one because that's the one that came next on pre-orders, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then the Star Treks.
Yeah, Star Trek tables, Peanuts table.
Yeah.
Do you think they'll hold Attack from Mars back until the Attack from Mars pinball launches?
See, that's the question I've been wondering. Just like the
Peanuts, you think they'll kind of release it before the machine's even out?
I don't know. What do you think on that? I'm kind of up in the air.
I was kind of curious what they're going to do. I mean, are they going to hold it back, or are they going to, give everyone everything all at once? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I could see them waiting until the pinball machines are, released.
Yeah. Check out this tin sign I got. Mars Attacks. Isn't that cool? The Topps trading cards. That. You remember trading cards? They used to come with that terrible gum.
Yeah,
with that little stick of pink gum that was like
hard as a rock.
Hard as a rock. But they had Mars Attacks trading cards. Man, I saw that tin sign. I was like, man, I have to have this. I have to have this. I took it on with me. And I got Centipede, one of my favorite all-time arcade games. A little Centipede.
Let's say, okay, so here you go. Here's a Peanut Snoopy pinball pack.
Mhm.
It's going to be it says estimated delivery January 2024. I could throw this up. I always forget to throw it up. So right here's the Peanuts pack, and it says right here, estimate delivery January 2024. So that's this month, Papa Brad.
That's this month. I
That
bought
tells
that
me-
one.
Yeah, that tells me that
My
at
money
least
down.
Peanuts is available.
Yeah, that'll be cool. It's a fun table.
That's the only two they have released so far.
Well, the cool thing is everyone, when they first get it, will get those 2 months of Pinball Net where they'll get pretty much everything unlocked. So that's a good thing.
They haven't released Star Trek or Attack from Mars for pre-order yet. There was 17 tables altogether. They said they were definitely getting. And they're going to be pre-order soon. I know with Star Trek, Attack from Mars, Snoopy, Addams Family, of course. There was 4 Star Trek. And what's the other one I'm missing? Look at my list, Pop Brand.
It's on your list.
Oh yeah, South Park.
South Park.
Godzilla versus Kong, and then the 3 tables from Gearbox, and then Twilight Zone, World Cup Soccer, Charlie Brown Christmas. And that's it. So I forgot all about those ones, like South Park and that. Godzilla versus Kong. There's 3 tables on that one.
Yeah.
3 tables on the Gearbox, and Star Trek has 3. And then they have the Next Generation, which is by itself. Okay, so I know there were 17 tables altogether. So sooner or later we'll get those ones.
Yeah, that's cool.
Right now they
You
just
got a $5 super chat from Ray.
Oh, nice. Thanks so much, Ray.
Here's $5. Your Snoopy table. Now dance.
Dance. Dance, sucker.
Dance, sucker. Whoop whoop.
Woo!
Yeah, right.
The question always is, when's the thing gonna pop in? Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, can you dig it, sucker's gonna happen in we're gonna go 3 minutes and it's gonna come on randomly by itself.
The first one always takes forever for some reason.
Why don't you just get some little videos or something you can click?
Because I can't dance to those ones.
Well, you can make them dancey.
People want to see me dance, sucker.
I know.
They want to see you
sucker.
dance.
You're good at making videos, though. I hear you.
I'll
Thank
get my.
you, Ray. Thank you, Ray. We appreciate it.
Did you see my? Yeah, thank you so much, Ray. Thank you. Can't thank you enough. Yes, I got lived in 4K is going to be sweet. Yeah, they're all going to be sweet.
Yeah, I can't wait. I mean, I love those tables still. For me,
A dance! I didn't dance long enough. Zooming in, Pop Brad.
zooming in.
Zooming in.
Get the full zoom.
All right. So here we go on AtGames. I think we covered that pretty good. I can't wait. Toppers are looking good.
Yeah, it won't be too long now. Exciting. Exciting. It's been the last 2 months have had some pretty good news, I thought. For me at least. Stuff I like.
Yeah, I get the VCS. I mean, I know it's been out for a while, but new to me.
Yeah.
All the ones you and Carlo told me to get.
Okay. Awesome. So recharge games.
Got some, Asteroids, Berserk, Haunted
Get,
House.
get Doodle Taxi. That's a good one. Pick that. Oh, you're not a fan of that one? I like that one a lot, though.
I was
That's
going to
one
pick it up
more
because it's so cheap, but I'll pick it up
Yeah.
next time it goes on sale.
Yeah, pick it up. Support indie developers.
I got that, Atari 50th and Haunted House. Did you get Haunted House?
The Atari 50th is relevant to tonight's show. Yes, I got Team McCloskey. I bought
So you
every
got them
game.
all.
I got every game on the
You
Atari.
got every
VCS.
single one? There's not
Every
one you didn't
single
buy?
one. There's not one I didn't buy. I have the entire library. When they did that sale, everything, like, you're not going to get cheaper than that. You know what I mean? And
No.
I'm kind of a completionist on certain things. Like, I did that for iArcade too. I had every game. I just like having all the games. I mean,
Thanks, high scores.
it's just for me, I just want to support a lot of those developers too. They have some cool games on there.
Say hello to Stick.
Yeah, the only one I regret is the Tempest 4000.
Yeah, the Tempest 4000.
Actually,
It'd be a good one. It'd be a good one.
When
When you have too many beers, it'd be a good one to see if you can keep them hurling because of the lights and the graphics and the optical effects are just so over the top, man.
They are. It's like half the time, like, what the fuck's going on here? Yeah. Sorry.
I really need to spend more time with it. But I really have been enjoying the asteroids a lot. The asteroids recharge is one of my favorites.
Hey, what's up, Dan Z? Yeah, I really enjoy the recharge ones. I mean, asteroids are incredible. The graphics.
I also bought this game that was really cool. It's like Joust, but you play it online. It's like an online Joust. Really cool.
That's cool.
Yeah, and they have like a whole network of people that are playing it. It's crazy.
Kuro asked, "Did you get the basket boom Papa Brand?"
Yep, I got every game. Got them all. Just need to play them now.
Nice. Welcome to
the
stream.
Thing with the VCS is like the games aren't that expensive, you know. So it's
that's what's really cool.
Cost of like 2 modern games, you have most of the library. You know, it's crazy.
Yeah. And then when they go on sale, it's even cheaper than that.
They had that sale, man. It was like 50% off.
All right. So I wanted to play this real quick clip.
Okay.
About what I announced August 17th.
Let's check it out.
Our next topic.
There's a possibility we will see a 1/6 scale pinball. It's just my speculation. I'm not saying they announced anything. Rashio said anything.
From the vault.
He did talk about it. He didn't say no. He said nothing's impossible. Huge fan of pinball. So man, I don't know. I would have to have those little tiny pinballs. I don't know why I would have to have them. I would just have to.
We'll have to 100% have a new wave pinball.
I think I would end up collecting those like CDs, pinballs, or right. I'm not really into anything before that. So electrical mechanical stuff so much, but I love like these Bolly Williams are my favorite tables. Centaur's my favorite table. That's my grail. I want to get myself a real Centaur machine. One of these.
Okay, you guys heard it.
Centaur. I heard it. Centaur.
Back on August 17th.
That's a classic.
I announced it, Pop Brad. August 17th, I said, New Wave Toys is going to do pinball.
T. McCloskey, like you speculated all the way back then that New Wave Toys would do a pinball. That's insane.
And then we get a picture like this coming out of the New Wave Toys.
How exciting too! You know, this is a classic era pinball. From the shape of it, I'm thinking a Gottlieb. Maybe, yeah, it's definitely an old pinball though. You're going with Centaur, huh?
Look at the shape of that. You see how it's kind of has a little lip in front there?
Yeah, but a lot of the Gottliebs are like that too. Look at pictures of a real black hole or haunted house. They're like that too.
But his favorite one is Centaur, so I think.
Dude, that table is very metal. It's the black and white graphics, black, white, and red. It kind of has a Road Warrior cyberpunk theme to it. Pretty cool pinball. Have you ever played it before, T. McCroskey?
I have not.
Yeah.
I know you have.
I've played it quite a bit. You know, it's not one of my favorites, but it's still cool.
Yep. Right. August 17th. Oh, August 17th. That's it. It's going to come out with 1/6 scale.
August 17th.
August 17th. That clip I played, that was from our August 17th show.
Yeah.
Called it.
Jason was showing me some pictures. He sent me a picture of Countdown, and it was the exact shape as that too. I think there's probably a bunch of games from that time period, the 79 to 81 time period, where it could be any of those. What if it was something like Evel Knievel? Can you imagine? I mean, how nostalgic would an Evel Knievel miniature? You could put an Evel Knievel action figure, like one of those ones on the stunt cycle, playing it.
Yeah, but he said he was not a fan of pinball before the 80s, though. He did say that. So it could be an 80s.
Could be, yeah.
then people were asking, is it going to be digital or is it going to be mechanical? It will be digital because
I don't see how they could do. How could they do mechanical and have it be so small?
Well, the thing is, if they have to do digital because if they keep up their normal cabinets, you always plug it in HDMI so you can play on a bigger screen. But you can't do that with mechanical, so it has to be digital so you can plug it into a bigger monitor.
I got a question. Do you think this is?
play it.
Do you think this is what Glenn was involved in? The creation of a New Wave Toys pinball machine.
Could
Because
be.
think about it. Glenn made his own multicade. 1/6 scale arcade.
Yeah, well, then you can do mechanical because mechanical you can't hook it up to a bigger monitor, and that's what
Yeah.
New Wave Toys is famous for. That's why I bought the cabinets I bought is so I could hook them up to a bigger monitor and play them.
Yeah,
So
I'm excited. I hope they have like the cigarette machines out of their system because I mean I want like arcade and pinball recreations.
And
No
I'm
more
hoping
cigarette
this-
machines. Are you a fan of cigarette machine?
I thought it was a cool idea.
That was a cool
I
idea.
I
don't
liked
know.
it.
All right.
It's just a charger.
Yeah.
I would like to see something else, but I was okay with this cigarette machine.
What
But you
about
never know,
like what about like the Zoltar and the skee ball and stuff like that? Does that appeal to you? I
I
think-
almost bought the Zoltar one. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think that's kind of cool, man. Because I mean, you would see those in like boardwalks and stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
So you saw them in real life. I was tempted to buy one, but I was like, I can't buy everything that they come
You
out
can't
with.
buy everything. I know. It's like,
But if they come out with a, I'm not gonna play that video again. I think there is a possibility we will see a 1/6 scale pinball from New Wave. Boom! There you hear it, Pub Rat, August 17th.
August 17th.
I
Man.
called it. But see, here's a lineup that you might see some of these machines here. That's why I brought it back up. Just because we might see some of these things. Now, would you buy every pinball machine, Papa Brad, if New Wave Toy brings out like a bunch of them?
Depends
Would you
how
buy
good
every single one?
depends how good the first one is. My answer would be it depends. I mean,
If it's
I
really
would
good,
if
like
it-
the
if
1/6
it-
scales
it-
out there already.
Yeah, if they really kick ass, I might have to start collecting them because I'm a huge fan of pinball. I like pinball. I mean, I'm not gonna become a Stern channel or anything, but I like pinball, and I like what New Wave Toys does. I mean, they seem to really care about quality, and I will support that. The companies that care about putting out good quality products.
Well, see, Richard Dello says Glenn did a collab small scale V pin years ago.
I mean, what I like about New Wave Toys, they don't seem to rush stuff out the door half baked. For the most part,
No.
they've had really good, solid quality on their cabinets. And the other thing I like about New Wave Toys is they seem to steadily be improving. Like each generation has a little bit more improvement from the one before it. You know what I mean? If you look at all the people that are super into their stuff, they can point out all the changes and how it's moving forward. They're not moving sideways, they're not moving backwards,
Nope.
they're moving forward. And I admire that. I think that's a good trait. I would like to see more companies doing that.
Yep. Yeah, and if they release, they're going to release it because it was New Wave Toys was the one that popped up that picture, I do believe. I think it came directly from the 1/8 scales and 1/6 scales V pins I've seen so far that other people have made that look pretty damn good. And like
Yeah.
that stream I showed a 1/6 scale that somebody did, and I found that picture on Facebook, and the person said it was a great V pin. So other people have done a great job on V pins 1/6 scale, so I think they would too. And you never know, that might be what Glenn is working on, because like Richard Dello said, Glenn did a collab small scale V pins years ago.
Yeah.
So is that what, like you said, is that what Glenn's working on?
I wouldn't surprise me. That would be right up his alley to make a little help in the design of a really cool smaller scale pinball. I could see him doing that. He would probably be a huge help.
Yeah, especially if he did a collab years ago on a V pin, he would know how to do it. And like I said, there's other people out there doing it.
Mhm.
The one guy I did get in contact to do a 1/8 scale pinball. I think it was 1/8. It was 1/8 or 1/6. He wanted $1,500 for it. I was like, nah, no, thank you. It's like $1,500, man. I can buy a freaking Adams Family pinball right now for $1,500.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. That is true. Or you get the Adams Family pinball, or you can get a Stern topper.
Yeah.
You want a topper for your stern?
No,
Or you
I
want
wanna-
Adam's Family Pinball?
I'd rather have Adam's
let's
Family
put it in.
Pinball.
Let's put it in scale. You could get that. You might be able to get that Mandalorian topper or the entire AtGames Pinball.
I know. I never mentioned it. I mentioned on this stream we did that I was working with the guy on Facebook. It was like a day later, or 2 days later. He said, "Yeah, I could do it for $1,500." I was like, "No, thank you." That's I'll wait for new waves because it ain't going to be $1,500. I was shocked he was going to charge me that much money. I was like, "Damn, dude." Then that AtGames came out, and it's like, "Damn, I can get one of theirs for the same damn price."
Yeah.
And I would think these V pins or 1/6 scale pinball and new ways going to do. Imagine they're going to be around the same price. They could be a little bit more expensive. Would you pay $200 for a 1/6 scale pinball?
Yeah.
For them being new, they might be.
Yeah,
I would.
I would pay up to $200 for that. No problem.
Yeah. And anybody in the chat, would you pay that much? We could throw a poll up, huh?
Especially if it's a table I really like. I mean, if it's a property I really like, I'd be hard pressed. I mean, I'm still thinking about getting the Berserk if they have extra ones when they kind of get them in. I love Berserk. Kind of like the Frenzy with the way it's all beat up looking. I don't think they're going to sell as many Frenzies. I think that might be a cool one to have.
You don't think?
I don't think so. I think everyone's going to get Berserk.
Yeah, that's what I got. Was Berserk. You need to jump fast though when they go on sale because they might not last long. I don't know.
Yeah,
it'd be interesting. But Ghosts and Goblins lasted a while though. Poll is up, so yeah, you could be right. Because the reason why nobody knows Frenzy, not that many people know Frenzy.
Yeah, it's kind of a deep cut, I mean, like people have heard of Berserk, but not too many people have heard of the sequel Frenzy,
Yep. Ray asks, I wonder if they'll have a switch to turn off the topper lights. If you're talking about AtGames, Adam's Family, and them,
I'm sure they will.
Because they had a switch for the marquee.
Yeah, I'm sure they
on,
will.
off, high, and low. I imagine that switch is still on there, and I bet it's for the topper now.
Yeah,
that would be my guess. Because they had a switch on there already. You might as well use it for the topper instead, right?
Yeah.
So my guess would be same as yours. Yes, I think they'll have that switch to turn it on and off. High Score says, "Stop smoking allowed me to afford a V-pin."
Yeah, it's true. Easily, probably it's so expensive to smoke. You could probably buy one of these pinballs in the course of a year.
Yeah, Carl's getting into the consoles really. He's getting into consoles like you, Pop Brad.
Oh, I know. What I really need is some more ways to play Atari. My arcade. Please give me some more ways to play Atari. I need more ways to play Atari games.
You're getting them.
I have to admit, like I said, the end of the year for me personally ended strong because I was really surprised at the quality of the Game Station Pro, and for a cheap emulation device, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I haven't even scratched what I have on it as far as different kinds of games and stuff, and it's just fun to sit back and play.
Yep. Yeah, once
you visit Johnny, and he gets you the special sauce, which is basically all the good stuff, you're set, man. You're set.
Dude, Wyo said whirlwind, and I'm in. Can you imagine if they did a whirlwind and had a little fan up there?
The little fan. Can you imagine a little tiny fan that kicked on? That would be so dope. That would be dope.
I can see them doing that.
I love Whirlwind. Whirlwind's a great game.
Yeah, I can see them doing it, man. If they did whirlwind, I imagine that fan would work. That'd be so damn cool.
Yeah, Atari's making moves. They're not sitting on their hands.
No,
they're not. They're making moves.
Buying companies.
Yeah,
they're doing stuff left and right, which is awesome to see. I'm glad they.
And they're thinking out of the box a little bit too. Some of the stuff they have done is just it's new. Like the 2600 Plus allows you to play all your old cartridges. On
which is awesome
TV.
too.
It's like if you're a collector like me that's been collecting Atari for a long time. By the way, their firmware update is amazing. Like so many, like I mean, I'm having a hard time finding games that don't run right now because that firmware update they did was outstanding.
Oh yeah,
It was a huge bump up in compatibility. So I
so
mean,
a lot more games work then.
and I was shocked how fast they got that out. I was like, man, they're aggressively targeting like the Atari fans, like buying Atari Age.
On your head.
Atari Age is where a lot of the great homebrew stuff was developed for Atari.
What's up, Brooklyn?
One memory card, you can have the entire Atari library. You know what I mean? It's
true,
not much
yeah.
space.
Yeah, don't take up much.
16 gigabyte memory card, and you got more games than you can shake a stick at.
Yep.
I'm enjoying playing some of the 7800 and 5200 games on there, both on the machine and through emulation. It's fun to go back. I have so much nostalgia for Atari, me personally. So I've been real happy. I mean, it's just like good product after good product. For the end of this year, there was a surge of good stuff that came out.
Yeah. Andy's Game Room has some information that just came out 45 minutes ago, I guess. Said if you missed out on original pre-order for the GRS iArcade Ultimate Control Panel, here's your second chance to get in on a second round of pre-orders. So he said Glenn just posted that in his community post 45 minutes ago.
Yeah. If you have an iArcade, man, that's a fantastic upgrade.
And you got a second chance to pre-order again.
Yeah, it's a great product.
Yeah, I just wanted to look at this picture once again, Pub Brad. Looks like there's going to be a plunger on here. We've got a little bump right here where the plunger would be. I wonder if it's a working plunger. And then they're going to even have the screws down here on the legs.
Rich O'Della, that is a good question. I don't own a multi-cart for Atari. I don't have a multi-cart. I have all just original cartridges. If I had one, I would try it for you, but I don't have one.
The multi-cart.
I don't have a multi-cart for my Atari 2600. I have heard that multi-carts work, but you can only play one game on it,
Oh, really? Just the
menu,
side.
the menu system won't work, but you could actually put one game, any game you want on it and play it. But I don't even know with the firmware if it still supports multi-carts. I would probably say no, but I don't think it's on purpose. What?
Oh, you think it kind of slipped away maybe?
I don't know if they have a good way to emulate that. The use of a multi-cartridge like that, but I'd be curious to find out. Here's the thing though, with the 2600 plus, it's ticking away. T. McCloskey, how long do you think it's going to be before someone figures out a way to dump the entire library onto it?
Not
Hack. It's it's coming. It's just a matter of time,
Yeah, Richard Della said I would love the firmware update to support the multi-carts. You might see something down the road if they didn't yet. You might see something down the road
for the most pure of Atari fans. I mean, outside of original hardware, it is the thing that's great about the 2600 plus is you can use the original joysticks, you can use the original accessories, the original paddles work with it. So, like, if you want just a way to play these games on a modern TV, I mean, for what it is, it's great. I'm loving it still. For the person that's a casual Atari fan, the Game Station Pro with a memory card, you can pretty much put the whole library, including homebrews.
Yeah.
Steve McCloskey, it ran Pitfall 2 like a champ.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
that's really
the
good.
drawback is you can't play with the original hardware, but other than that, it's great.
That's all right.
I'm a fan of good emulation. They did a good job on the design of that.
Marine 50 says, I wish you'd bring back the head-to-head handhelds. I remember those. We had the football one. Coro, if we can get side-loaded on 2600 plus, I'm all over it.
I think that's inevitable. That's going to happen. It's just a matter of time.
Has anybody have you seen any V-pin for a Centaur?
I think if you open it up, there is a memory card slot in the 2600 plus inside of it. You have to unscrew it and take it apart.
Are you the one that said that? Somebody said
yeah,
that.
I'm almost positive. Like I watched a video where they took it all apart. There's
Yeah.
like I think there is a memory card slot in there.
I think there is.
Here's what's gonna. I mean, this is
I
just
heard
a
that
matter
too.
of. This is just a matter of time. If they make a memory card slot, they're gonna eventually figure it out.
Yeah.
But
Okay, so we got
Right,
AtGames.
like
we got
like I said,
New
right now, if you're a fan of retro games and you want a cool, inexpensive retro game playing device, the My Arcade stuff is, I know I sound like a fanboy, but I was so impressed for the price and how good it is. I was pretty impressed.
Hey, what's up, VGV?
I've been enjoying it. I can't lie. I mean, right now I have Food Fight running. I mean, it comes with pretty much arcade, a great version of Food Fight on its stock.
Okay, Jason said there is a V-Pin version of Centaur. That's good on the VPX. So there you go.
Yeah, VPX.
So if they did do a Centaur, there's already one out there they could use or at least help with their production if they're doing Centaur. But that's just my guess.
Yeah,
Centaur,
Centaur is kind of a deep cut though. I don't, I like it, but I don't know if that would be one I would pick. But
yeah, and it might not. I mean,
I love the way it looks. It's just the gameplay is not my favorite of gameplay, but I love the way it looks.
They might come out with New Wave might come out with a more, one that people know, everybody knows, and they might do Centaur down the road.
Yeah.
But what's your guess? What your guess would be the first one they would do? I mean, it's just speculation. So
I would say probably like one of the Gottlieb titles,
like Haunted House
or Black Hole or something like that would be popular.
Yep.
I mean, why do you think all these pinball companies made a Haunted House and Black Hole machine? Because those machines were popular, and for the retro fans, those kind of stood out. I mean, what if they did something crazy like Black Knight? I mean, it could be anything. If it's a Bally Midway, it could be something we're not expecting, like Black Knight versus multi-level pinball machine. It could be anything.
But remember what Shallow said? Shallow said they bought
Centaur.
No, they bought a V-Pin, Papa Brad.
Yeah.
They bought a Digital Shock Haunted House V-Pin.
Yeah. Toy Shock.
It was the Haunted House Toy Shock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Could that be the one?
You never know.
They had it in the house for a reason.
You never know. You never know.
You never know. I forgot about that. We covered that in that stream too. That Shadow said they actually bought a Haunted House digital, Toy Shock.
They just did a redo of Centaur too. As like, there's this company that makes really high end pinball, like recreations, and they just did Centaur as a table. It just came out.
Yeah, that's true. Haunted House did not have the raised frame design. True.
Yeah.
But see, I told you back then that they had that Shock.
8-Ball Deluxe is a good game.
Yeah, they had that Digital Shock for a reason.
Yeah.
They're trying to do the emulation and the size and everything, I bet. So they had that thing for a reason. This is probably why.
Yeah.
All right. We're back to My Arcade, Papa Brad. Here's some of the new stuff they came out with at CES.
Yeah, I mean,
so they came out with some other ones too, but we're kind of focusing on Atari.
Handheld with a trackball, a spinner, and a gamepad, and a number pad. How cool is that? You can play you can play the 5200 games or the Jaguar if you have the number pad. See, the thing is, the number pad opens up emulation possibilities.
Yeah.
Right now, the emulators they're using are really good. So, like, if they can open up the emulation to even more games by adding the number pad, that could be a good win for people that are fans of these old games like me. I mean, you got to be a fan of like really the old retro games. But a lot of the original consoles, you have a ColecoVision, had a number pad, right?
Yep.
You have an Intellivision, had a number pad. You had a 5200, had a number pad. How about a Jaguar? Number pad. What's missing on every current handheld? A number pad.
Not anymore, Bob Brad.
There's and a little tiny trackball, a little baby, little bitsy witsy, tiny trackball. It's a little baby trackball.
And it lights up.
How cool would it be if Centipede played well on that mug? I would be all over that. I would be tearing. I mean, I don't even like handhelds that much, but I would love this if it works well. That's the key. Isn't that the rub? It has to work well. Can they pull it off? Will it work well? That's the question. I think it's a cool idea.
There's another picture of it. See, here the trackball's black.
Yeah, no, I heard, listen to this. I heard it lights up if the game uses it. So like if you play Centipede, it turns on. So you know that you can use that as a control.
Yeah, it's not turned on here either, but it's yellow.
Yeah, I heard there's a light and it syncs to whatever game it's playing. So if the trackball is available, it lights up.
Ray asked, "Did you own 5200, Papa Brad?"
No, I did not. I did not. I didn't have an Atari 2600 either. I went from like an Odyssey 2 to like an Atari 400 computer. And then I got an 800 Atari computer. I went to the Atari computers. That's why I have so much too. Like all my friends had Ataris, so I still got to play Atari a ton. But I didn't have an Atari when I was a kid, so like I pretty much collected all this stuff as an adult. But you know,
yeah, I think that's all I had. I just had a 2600.
Yeah.
So
I went from that to the Atari computers. I was a huge fan. I had a 400 first, which had like a membrane keyboard. Then I got the I think it was called the 800 XL. It had like an actual keyboard, a real keyboard. But the game ports were really good. They also used cartridges. And the Atari designers, while they were making a computer, they were secretly really making a game machine. You know, there was a lot of you know, they did a good job. You know, they had ports. You know, of course, Atari was all about getting arcade ports for all their cartridges.
Yeah,
they had all the arcade games on there. I remember I had the one I played the most was Defender. I had the Defender Atari computers cartridge. It was really good.
Yeah, I always forget we did have Pong with a Magnavox made that Pong console before we had Atari 2600. We did have the Pong one, and it was in black and white. I think it was just in black and white.
I never really played the 5200 games till recently. Like it with the My Arcade, you can play all the some of the 5200 games. The ones that use number pads, of course, you can't use, but a lot of the library just use the standard joystick configuration, and you can play all those games. But Jason has a 400, 800, and 800 XL is the one I got. The first Atari computer I got was a 400. T. McCloskey. Then I discovered the floppy disk drive. Remember floppies?
Yeah, the big.
And you could copy. Got a secret. You can copy those discs. We had a little piracy ring going with those discs. Who didn't play those? Who didn't play those backed up discs of all those games? I remember a game I loved that I had on disc was Bruce Lee. That was like the coolest game back in the day.
Not really?
Yeah, they had a Bruce Lee game. It was kind of like a platformer. And you could play it single player, and this little sumo guy would chase you around, and a ninja. It had a sumo and a ninja, and they would try to attack you the whole time. And it was cool. It had an end. Bruce Lee was great.
Was it? Yeah, it actually had an end to it too, huh?
Yeah, it had an end. You could finish the game.
Nice. Jason says that Bruce Lee is coming with the Atari 400.
Here's the cool part. Listen to this. If you could find a friend to play with you, the friend could plug the joystick into the second port and could play as a sumo wrestler. So you could have someone help you finish the game, but you had to find someone that could play at the same time. So you could play. It actually had co-op. You still couldn't do anything about the ninja. The ninja was going to be the enemy no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what. The ninja didn't go away.
Okay, let's get through some of these. So we got the Atari Mega Player Tabletop Retro Arcade. Can you guys read that?
Is that the smaller one or the bigger one?
This is the one that has a 10.1-inch high-resolution display.
Is that the bigger one?
The other one is this one here. Yeah, this is the bigger one.
That's the bigger one. Okay. That's the bigger one.
Here. There's a little trackball. Yeah, there's a trackball.
Bad boy. Okay.
Joystick. Like, got a spinner. You see, there's a keypad there too.
Keypad. So if we get emulation running, 5200 with the keypad working, that'd be pretty sweet.
And with Rexer and was it Gen X grown up? They both said the joystick is a little bit bigger than the ones that almost
the mini
like
ones.
Yeah, a lot bigger than the mini ones. They said it almost looked like a full size joystick. Closer. Okay, so officially licensed full
Still
play.
pretty
world-
small. 10.1 inch display is the size of the display.
Yeah, right there.
This is an interesting size because it's kind of like a glorified countercade from Arcade 1-Up. I mean,
But it is it does have wood construction, which I was shocked on the wood
yeah.
construction. So this thing's not made out of wood, not plastic. Like their mini ones are all plastic.
Here's you want to hear what my qualms are with this? My issues with it? I got some issues, T. McCloskey. I got some issues.
Those gonna have some issues. What is it?
Scroll up so we can see the console. Scroll up so we can see the console and we can see the picture of it.
It is a mechanical joystick and action button switches.
Yeah.
Shoo.
Okay, get it nice and large. There you go.
There you go.
Okay, here's where I think they're missing the ball. Okay, we know that right now, the way it is with the GameStation Pro hardware, we can emulate all kind of games in MAME. Giving us 4 buttons really limits us as far as what we can do as a multicade with this. You know, I mean, to me, if we would have had a 6-button layout, we could have done so much more. If they could have made it maybe even a little bit bigger and put 6 buttons on it, kept the gamepad, kept the number pad, kept the trackball, but just given us more buttons, I think it would have been better from an emulation standpoint. That's how I'm looking at it. Because I'm not going to leave this. If I get one of these, T. McCloskey, this sucker's going to get modded. It's going to get it's going to get the special treatment like my GameStation Pro.
All they would have had to do is make the control deck a little bit wider to put 2 more buttons on there. Because you almost could put 2 more buttons on there now. Almost. If you slid these down a little bit, you would have room. But if you just made the control deck a little bit wider, you could easily got 2 more buttons on there. Yeah, you're right. 2 more buttons.
I was shocked. I was shocked that the GameStation Pro could run like the Capcom fighters and stuff. I was like, are you kidding me? But you don't have the controls. See, of course you could put a gamepad on it, but that kind of takes away the point of it being in one spot. I like the all-in-one. So, just as a fan of emulation and emulation machines, I think not having enough buttons,
it's 2 more buttons.
Will limit it a little bit as far as what you can play on it. Now, that being said, are there 1,000 games of good games that don't require a lot of buttons? Probably. But if they would have put more buttons on it, you would have, it would have been better as far as the emulation standpoint.
Yeah, I think it made this a little bit bigger and put like a 12-inch screen would be even better too. There is an integrated paddle in here. Integrated paddle, trackball, and keypad. So I guess what
about if like on the stock games, T. McCloskey, imagine this. If on the stock games, when you go to play a game, what if the controls that work with it light up? Let's say only 1 button works. Let's say that only that button lights up when you go to that game.
It might, because these do light up.
That would be kind of cool if they had that built into the software. Like let's say you're playing a trackball game with or let's say you're playing a Tempest. You would just have the 2 buttons lit up for shooting and the super zapper.
Yeah, you never know. They did the trackball that way.
You know what? No one has done that. That would be like something that I haven't seen.
Because you can see these buttons light up. You can see the ring around these buttons.
Yeah. I see they light up.
Spinner lights up. I imagine trackball lights up. So yeah, you never know. That would be cool if they did that. It would be easy integration, and maybe they did. They thought about it on the portable with the trackball. So
the thing they did right is they built the bones of a good emulation system on that GameStation Pro platform.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of tweaking it and getting it to do more,
and maybe getting bigger cabinets too. As we go, because this is bigger. This is a tabletop.
Okay. Video Game Vegas is telling me it's a paddle, not a spinner. Okay.
Yeah, because they said right down here, integrated paddle, trackball,
so
keyboard.
That means it has a limit. It doesn't free spin all the way around. So you're gonna play stuff more like Pong.
Yeah.
Because it's
like
not
your normal
spin.
paddle from Atari.
Like paddle type games.
Yeah. It even says integrated paddle.
It's interesting.
It should be a spinner and integrated paddle, but I guess you can.
They should put a spinner on it.
Yeah, because that would still work for a paddle too.
It should. It won't have a stop, but
yeah. To me, that
seems like they can figure that out.
Yeah.
Gen X is pushing My Arcade to replace the paddle with the spinner. I think that might not be a bad idea.
And these all
Yeah.
come in available Q4, so end of the year this year.
Yeah,
These are-
they got lots of time to tweak it. My Arcade, 6 buttons. Give us 6 buttons.
And I do believe these all have rechargeable batteries. Both of
That's
these
cool.
mini, which the other ones, you had to put batteries
So
in.
you
So I'm
can
glad
take
they're
it to go.
doing. Yeah, I'm glad they're doing rechargeable batteries in these.
Uh,
This is the smaller one. It's 7-inch high resolution display, classic wood, mechanical joystick, and action button switches, and integrated paddle.
what
trackball.
was the price on the bigger one? $250 retail on the big one.
Yeah, I think so.
I think I
Yeah,
heard that on the Rexer stream maybe.
I'm zooming in, Papa Brad. I'm zooming in.
Zoom in more.
So these look like these are some ports, right? Then you get the
That's where you put your controllers, man. Those are USB-C ports, just like the game station.
got the headphones, got a headphone jack.
Yeah.
And then you got some button here, power button, and then you got a 4-way D-pad.
Yeah, Goofyfoot's saying they said that listen to this. Goofyfoot's
USB
saying
here too.
they said the buttons used for the titles you're playing light up. That could be pretty slick.
They said the
That
buttons
could be
used-
pretty slick. So rather than them all lighting up all the time, just the buttons you're using in that particular game would turn on.
Okay,
That's
that'd
kind
be
of
cool.
that'd be a cool feature. I would like to see that. Something different. Get me something different. Get me something different. That's what I'm saying. I'm curious how they're going to use that number pad. To me, that is the biggest mystery. I mean, from an emulation standpoint,
Well, this is gonna be the 5200, right? Games.
what if they can run Jaguar or something like that? I don't
Well, yeah, I
even
imagine.
know if there is a good emulator for Jaguar games.
But yeah, they could come out with a ColecoVision or other versions, and not just Atari too. They could
Yeah.
come out with the other brands. I don't know about Jaguar, but like ColecoVision and what's the other
Television.
one? Television. I could see them coming out with versions for those.
Television
That'd
had
be
that
awesome.
cool. They had that disc controller. I mean, I guess you can make a joystick and have it move the characters, but it was kind of a unique thing.
Yeah. So we'll see. Yeah, it'd be cool if you got to see Coleco. Not just doing Atari, do a ColecoVision.
Video Game Vegas saying they better be online. That would kind of exceed my expectations. I would not expect this to be online, but if they had it online, it would be a huge plus to it. Do love playing arcade games online.
Yeah, Warlords is coming out.
Welcome to
Like
the stream,
full player.
Gregory.
Hey, what's up, Gregory? Welcome. So all your ports are going to be in front. Interesting, not in the back. Yeah, you even see there's a USB there. Okay, there's that one.
So
I wonder if
it's basically the same thing, but with a smaller screen.
Yeah, 7-inch paired to 10.
And it looks like is it my imagination or is the paddle smaller diameter? Is that paddle smaller than on the other one?
It looks like it.
Looks like it might be, huh?
Oops, damn it. I don't know. There's that one. I don't know. Do you think it's smaller?
Can't tell. Can't be exactly the same size. They're different size screens, aren't they? How do they deal with the screen being different sized? One's like 10 inches and one's like 7 inches or something, huh?
Yes, 10.1 and 7.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not much more.
Something has to be different.
Yeah, this paddle looks a little bigger to me.
Yeah. Compare it to the size of the trackball, because it's the same trackball they're using, that little small trackball.
Yeah.
Is it bigger?
The joystick looks a little bigger too.
Zoom. Do your special skill. Activate.
Whoa.
Zoom.
Look
I
at the
don't
joystick.
know. Hard to tell. Yeah.
Look at the joystick. See, the bat topper is almost to the bottom.
T. McCloskey, there's nothing worse than a small joystick.
I know. See, this one's bigger. This is a bigger
Yeah,
joystick. Here,
that's a
Brad.
big. That's the man size there.
Yeah, that's a little bigger.
That's a bigger one. No one likes a tiny joystick.
No, they don't. Tell the women on who was it? Berserk?
Berserk. Yeah. Hey, Shiloh knows.
they told
Shiloh
him.
knows. Shiloh knew his history. Shiloh
Yep.
knew about that. That's a fact. Check your arcade history.
Okay, so my arcade came out with 2 new things for your Game Station Pro Pub, Brad.
Yeah, they came out with new controllers too, man. They're
Wireless-
making moves. Making
Wireless
moves.
rechargeable controller.
Now rechargeable. The buttons, they got rid of the trigger at the top.
Put it down here. Got A, B, and C. Oh yeah,
There's the original.
let's see it. So you get that fire button up there too, which they took
Yeah.
off. So the fire button, I guess, is down here. This red button down here.
No, that is the on-off button.
Where's the fire button on this thing?
They gave you the A, B, and C all on the row. They
Yeah,
took
right
they
here.
took one button off the top.
Yep.
Took the
A
button off
button,
the
right.
top.
Or was this B?
Yeah. The B button is the top. The A button is here. The B button's the top. The C is the trigger. Woo!
Woo! Mike Hawk gifted 5 arcades.
All right.
87 has become a member.
87 is a member. Look on. 87. Oh, that guy. That guy makes some good content. Walk and Talk King. Walk and Talk King. Look at that. That is a beautiful joystick.
Rowdy got one.
Look, and that really good quality for the money. I mean,
Luchin got one. Get my workout, suckers.
get in your workout.
We got one more.
Woo!
Zooming in, Pop Bread. Tony got one.
Right. Congratulations, Tony.
I got Caro has become a member.
Oh,
think
it's
it's
been
been
a
there
member
4
for
months.
4 months. Congratulations.
Yep. It's funny it does it for that.
I know, man.
Thanks, Caro. Member for 4 months.
Great, man. We got a good game of the week. Is a good one this week.
Oh yeah, we gotta go get my son at 11. So we gotta roll.
We got to roll, Team McCloskey. We got stuff we got to do. We got the game of the week. I spent a long time making that video.
So they added the seat, but Goofy Foot, become a
Goofy
member.
Foot.
Goofy dance, suckers.
Goofy Foot. All right.
Oh no, Caro, no. Caro, I gifted 5 arcade memberships too. Caro has gifted
More.
5
Five
memberships.
more. Man, you're gonna give Team McCloskey a heart attack. He's getting a workout tonight.
Oh, I'm getting a pain in my chest. I'm not.
Help me! I've fallen and I can't get up. Hey, man.
Suckers! Suckers. Sage of Universe got one!
Boop, boop.
Gregory Barr got one!
What? Crazy. Boop, boop.
I'm not sure how you say that one. Names?
Congratulations.
I'm gonna pull Peck Brian got one.
Boop, boop.
I'm gonna pull a hammy. Ah. Why, Jason? Why?
Team
Thanks,
McCloskey,
Jason, for-
stop the insanity.
Stu.
Stop the insanity.
You guys just wanted me to freaking pass out.
Dude,
Waterman's War Games.
Dude, I gotta
I
play
can't
some
keep this
Pinball.
up, Pop Brad. I can't keep it up. Sons of Aries. Now that's a workout tonight. Art, go on. Saw Kurt Mason in there. Welcome to stream, Kurt Mason. And Mo's going. Kim's. Moses. John. Welcome, John Phillips. Kathleen. Ah, high scores. You guys are killing me over here. High scores has gifted 5. Thanks, high scores.
All right.
I don't know if there's any more to give out. Ricardo got one. The sucker train is real. I gotta take this one out. You guys are working me too hard over here, suckers. Come on, Pop Brad, you're supposed to be dancing too, man.
I am. I'm dancing with Food Fight. Charlie Chuck's doing the dancing for me.
Jacob got one.
All right.
My last dance. Amanda got one. Dance sucker. I'm dancing in my seat, man. Miguel got one. There's Kurt Mason. All right. It's over, Pop Brad.
Is it over? Is it
It's
over?
over.
Is it over?
I think it's over.
Good.
All right. What time is it? 10:17. So we went over that joystick. So they added a C button, right? Because before it just had A and B.
Yeah. Well, that's A, B, and C already. It's just they changed the positioning of them.
Just all 3 of them.
Yeah, they put them in a row.
Where was the C button at before?
The C button was the trigger. A
Oh,
button
okay.
was like where the Atari joystick would go.
Yeah.
The B button is on the top.
Top, yeah.
The C button was the trigger. That's how it worked.
I kind of like this new design better. What about you?
Yeah. I don't know. I have to play it. I'm sure it's good. Looks good. I think it will work with a lot of the games better, you know.
150. Yeah, I think so too.
I mean, I think it's a better from an emulation standpoint. It's probably more easier for people to adapt to. You know, I still think this controller is pretty cool. Like when you play some games, you know, like Battlezone and stuff. If you can map this trigger to be the fire, it'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
I like they're offering the controllers if you want to get extra controllers, you know.
Yeah.
You can play 4-player Warlords with this thing. Crazy.
It'd be awesome. Do you have the stuff over down in here too? See, okay, change the light. You got the SVN.
Yeah, you can also
power
just
button.
run them with a cord if you don't want to use the batteries.
Oh, it even shows like when it's connected to the Wi-Fi and that. Power button, light.
Yeah, it works good. I mean, you know, the joysticks do work good. I think this design will be easier for a lot of people to adapt to.
Yep, 2.4.
It's still keeping like that classic Atari joystick feel. You can use a gamepad too, T. McCloskey. You can plug in a gamepad. Like most gamepads just work with it.
Oh, that's right.
It has really good gamepad support. You can use like a PlayStation gamepad. You can use an Xbox gamepad. A bunch of gamepads work with it.
Yeah, rechargeable battery. 2.4 gigahertz wireless controller integrated paddle.
Yeah, the original ones use just regular batteries. They last pretty
Yeah,
good. I haven't even had to replace mine yet.
Yeah, I'm glad they're going to rechargeable batteries though.
Yeah, it's one less thing. One less thing. Less waste.
Yeah, it's definitely an upgrade. Putting your own batteries in there, and then
I like they're going forwards and not backwards.
Yes,
going forwards, T. McCloskey. Yeah. Here's what I'm saying. Here's what I'm saying. I look at this. This looks like they're moving forward. I think this for like playing a lot of retro games makes a lot of sense to have a controller more like this.
Yeah, the gamepad. So you got the A, B, and C again. Yeah, this is pretty cool. So you got home, select, start. What's that last button there?
You need to change that gamepad to have like that little plus shape,
What's that?
The gamepad needs to have more like the Nintendo, like the plus. I don't know what they call it, where it's raised up. Like a plus.
Oh yeah.
I like the classic.
Yeah, I like that. The plus better.
That's what I use for my
for
my little Nintendo one I have.
Yeah, I like that plus better than
than the disc. Than the disc.
Yeah.
Maybe just if they I don't know if they want to make it where you can have multiple discs that you can screw on there to make it work, or just change the design. But I think I like this, like the plus, even if it's just raised a little bit. I see they have an indentation.
Yeah, they do.
It's hard to tell until you play it. You have to play some retro games with it and see how it feels.
Yeah, there's your indent.
But that is a little bit less conventional, I would say, wouldn't you?
Yep.
Looks like
it lights up too. Yeah.
I could care less if it lights up. It just needs a thumb pad needs to work good. Like on a retro controller, the thumb pad's critical.
I mean, if it's anything like this one here, on this pad here for the VCS.
Yeah.
I really don't like that much. Like I'm with you. The plus is better, I think.
Yeah, I just like the feel of the plus type design, on the gamepad.
Yeah.
I like this.
Yeah, I forgot Nintendo's was like that. I like
this wireless gamepad I got.
Yeah, because even like the PS4 and the PS5 controllers actually really pretty much have the you can't really see it well, but it really has a plus too because they're separate buttons. Yeah, there it is. It's almost the same thing as the plus.
Yeah,
separate buttons.
It does have that shape, the plus shape.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. But yeah, they're making moves. They're making improvements. This is rechargeable battery as well. Yeah, and you can change them out.
The thing about the My Arcade stuff, I mean, it's so affordable too. This is not going to be real expensive. So I mean, as long as it's good, it needs to be good. Yeah. So like I said, the Game Station Pro to me was one of the biggest surprises of last year.
So both of these joysticks, the gamepad and joystick, are coming out in Q3, not Q4. So these are actually coming out earlier than the mini players. So much easier for Q3.
If you look at the history of AtGames, they kind of did something similar where they had all the consoles, the flashbacks, and the different retro game consoles, and then they made the Legends series.
Yeah.
And then that was the giant jump.
Yep.
At least I see that this at least is moving forward. It's not the exact same thing, just in a different color. I like that about it. They could have been like, it's the Game Station Pro, but it's yellow. They could have done that, and I'm glad they didn't do that. This is refreshing. This is actually movement in a direction. I'm a fan of that. So, but it has to be good. It has to be good. Like you can't just move forward and not make improvements.
Yep. Are they going to come out with the Game Station Pro? Or are they going to come out with like the digital keypad for like 5,200 games? You can play 5,200 games on it, right?
Yeah. They got a bunch of 5,200 games. They're pretty fun too. They're not bad. I like the Centipede and the Millipede, and what else is on there? I haven't played a bunch of them because I also have them on the memory card where I have all of them. So, but it does have some included ones that are good.
It could come out with a keypad controller. It has a keypad on there. We'll see. It's cool though. They're doing a joystick and keypad now where you can swap them out and stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
And finding ways to make the Game Station Pro even better.
They are kind of keeping that Atari branding, though. I mean, it definitely looks like it could have been an Atari product. If you look at it, like the retro factor, it's pretty retro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it is.
Like as far as the way it looks, that looks like something Atari would have made. You know?
Yeah, I'm glad they are too. It's pretty cool.
You know?
Yeah, I bet this fits in your hand pretty good too because you had that indent in the middle there, so you kind of.
Yeah, well, they've done a bunch of handheld. Little arcade things. They should be getting pretty good at form factors for handheld arcade, like little retro game boxes and stuff. Did you show pole position? They're coming out with pole position too. That looks kind of cool.
Yeah, I forgot about that one.
Yeah. Pole position is a hard game to emulate because the steering wheel, it was at a free spinning steering wheel. There's no limits when you play a real pole position. It just rotates. You can go in either direction, but infinite. It's a free spinning wheel. Yeah, they got to get the spinners in at least some of the controls to be able to play Tempest. People love Tempest.
I forgot they came out with that. Here, I want to throw this up over here. Yeah, there's a little mini arcade for pole position.
Little tiny pole position. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Once again. And they are using the arcade ROM. It's not like the 2600 or the 7800 version. There's nothing wrong with those. Those are fun games. Don't get me wrong. Those are fun. This is going to be the arcade ROM.
Yeah, and there you go. They're even doing a handheld pole position.
See, I'm not a fan of that because it doesn't have a wheel.
Yeah, it just has.
I don't really want to play pole position with a gamepad. That's just my opinion. Yeah. Don't really want to play with a gamepad. I do like the graphics. The graphics are really zippy. The racing stripes. It looks looks like the arcade cabinet.
You know what would be cool? They could have done one more thing: is put the bezel around the screen. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, like the checker flag's missing. What happened to the checker flag?
Yeah,
the checker flag. It's all right. Where'd the checker flag go? Where'd the checker flag go? My arcade.
Yeah, just put that to be a nice little touch to put the
bezel. Throw that bug on there. Throw that checker flag on there somewhere. Come on now, you can do it.
You could do it around the bezel. There's enough room there.
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be a fat one like this. Just a nice thin one would be cool on there. It'd just be a nice little touch to have that around the bezel, around the monitor. Yeah. I would think that'd be kind of neat. Maybe they will. Maybe just rendering. So yeah, and even buttons are all colored themed too, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I wonder how the gas and brake and all that's going to do on this.
I can't wait. I mean, this Team McCloskey, I'm usually not a fan of these little tiny like arcades like this, but I might have to pick this up. Just the curiosity. Just the curiosity. You know what they say? The curiosity killed the cat. I might just have to pick this up. I might just have to pick this up just because it's hitting the nostalgia feels for me. Well, I have to at least check it out and see what it's like. I mean. Yeah, pole position is a difficult, like if you're running the arcade ROM, it's kind of difficult to me to get it to emulate really great. So if they got the wheel correctly calibrated, get the high and the low shifter, I mean, I think this could be kind of a cool little mini arcade. I'm probably going to get one, honestly. I think I like this. The one with the wheel, though, not the gamepad. I don't want a gamepad to play pole position.
No.
I want to have that wheel.
The wheel's going to be pretty small, man.
Yeah. It depends how much this is. BD's actually going to have the HDMI out. I don't know, but I mean, it depends how much it costs. If it's cheap, it's not expensive. I don't think that's a big deal.
Do they have the HDMI out for the other minis? Because I imagine this is the same size as their other cabinets.
I don't think so. The only one I know that does that is for sure is the New Wave Toys. They do that. Yeah, but that's a way higher end that's not in this price. This is going to be in this price range, This is like something I expect to see at Walmart. I mean, where do you expect to see something like this? I would expect this on a Walmart shelf, you know?
Didn't Target have these too?
Target, yeah. Target, Walmart, box stores.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the wheel free spins, they got it right, which is, once again, I like good emulation.
Somebody, who was it that got one of these? Oh, it was Jester Tester got one of these small cabinets from my arcade at Five Below, I think it was.
Yeah, yeah. Most of that, sometimes they do closeouts and stuff.
Yeah, because these are normally like $60.
Yeah,
They're not cheap if you go through them.
yeah.
$40, sorry, $40. I was looking at this one here just to see, because I imagine it's gonna be the same size as these. They're $40. You go through them. I was trying to see if they had the HDMI out on these. And I didn't know they're doing handhelds for all these now.
Okay.
You have the micro player and you have the nano player now. I'm not sure which. I think mine's considered a micro.
Interesting.
I can't see. Oh, look at Miss Pac-Man line. Neat. I have the elevator action one.
Dude, I could play Arcade Perfect Miss Pac-Man on my iArcade right now. I hit that gate switcher button, T. McCloskey. I'm in Pac-Man heaven.
There you go.
Perfect 4-way controls.
I mean, look how small the joystick is on here.
Yeah, I can't. Yeah,
you can't even see it because the guy's hand. That steering wheel is going to be the same way.
So, this is probably a hard pass for me on this, but I mean, the pole position intrigues me. The Game Station Pro new model and some of the new joysticks and stuff that kind of interests me.
Yeah, it does.
Pretty cool stuff. Like I said, I like to see it. It looks like it's moving forward.
Yeah. Yeah, the stuff they brought out. CES is definitely a step up from this.
Depends on price point too. Like we could ask for the world. Like I could ask for a light up marquee. I can ask for the 6 buttons on that other multicade. Yeah, I mean, we'll see what they come out with.
Yeah, 6 buttons would be a nice little touch.
They have the bones of a really good emulation system that's inexpensive. So I mean, if we have the controls, there's a lot you can do with their ecosystem. People that are really like cracking it and getting into it are discovering it's pretty good for the money.
Okay, last thing before we get to Carl's game of the week is I was going to play the little Atari 400 Mini that's coming out.
Wow.
Trailer for it, I do believe. Hope I got the right one. There you go.
Oh, it's got the membrane keyboard. Yuck.
Now reimagined. There's a joystick. 4 controllers.
Bruce Lee. Bruce Lee. There it is.
Bruce Lee.
Dude, I have to get this. That's it. Sold. Done. Bring me up.
What?
This is a must buy for me.
Those 25 retro games.
Yeah, that's a must buy.
Plastic control, authentic, iconic design, fun for all ages, HD TV output, joystick included. Oh, it comes with the joystick pub, Brad.
It looks like it's used. Is it using the arcade standard Atari joystick? Yeah. No, it's a USB. Plus, load your own games.
Did it say that?
Yes. Go back. Load your own games.
Go back, sucker. Go back.
Go back, sucker. Sucker. Go back.
Go too far back. Okay. Plus,
load your own games compatible with. It said 5200, 400.
400. I'll compatible with the original one then, right?
Okay. So the 400, 800 cartridges, 800.
Compatible with Atari
XL.
XL.
Yeah.
Nice.
Atari computers.
And
But
then,
look what it said. It said 5200. How are you going to do the number pad?
You got the big old keyboard here. Oh, the numbers. Doesn't it have numbers up there?
Does that keyboard function? Is it a functioning keyboard or is it just for looks?
It's got to be functional because you got your number keys right here. I bet it's functional.
I think
It's got to be functional. It's got to be because you get the pads right here on the number pad right here. I bet
T.
it works.
McCloskey, I have one of these. This was the first computer I ever had. This was
Oh,
my
yeah,
first
that's right. You
computer.
did say that.
Yeah, I have one of these things.
Now, when we want white or
The
black,
800, the 800 XL, the 800 was a huge update.
look at that,
though.
Papa Brad. Look at the date available, March 28th. You don't have to wait very long.
Wait very long. It's cool. Now,
Two
who's
more
making
months.
that? Retro Games. I've never heard of them. That's cool though.
Yeah, I haven't either. So there you go. I want a white or black one. Do we like this color, Papa Brad?
That's the
I
color
don't-
it came in. That beige is exactly what
Oh, I
Atari
know.
400 looked like.
A lot of
Love it or
computers
hate
did.
it, that's what they look like.
Yeah, I know they did.
That's one ugly mug.
Yep.
That was the
I mean-
one-eyed dog. When they made the next one, it was so much better looking. They went with the black. They used a real keyboard. You know, it was like a black and silver.
Ah,
I had both the
the
Ataris,
keyboard,
but
not functional.
yeah, not functional, just for looks.
So I guess you can't use the number pads for the 5200 games then.
Depends on the price point. Like, how much is this thing going to cost? It doesn't matter. I got to have this. I have a lot of nostalgia for 400, 800 computer stuff. I got to have this.
Caro said Retro Games made the C64 Mini and the Amiga 500 Mini. Oh, you can plug in. That's true. Through USB, plug in a keyboard.
It's kind of cool.
And they
How
make
many-
mini keyboards. Go ahead.
I'm just wondering what Atari games will get. What they can get out of the library. What games will come on its stock? You know.
Yeah, they said 52 comes on it. 25 games come on it. 25 games.
25 cartridges. They were cartridge-based system, and they had a disk drive. Eventually.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty cool, Pop Brad.
I'll spill some beer. Hold on.
This is definitely a must buy for you.
Yeah. I like that.
Price is 120. 120 bucks, Jason says. You can sign up for the list on Atari.com too. So there you go.
Okay, there you go.
And Jason
Coming
put
soon.
Jason put in the link to the Atari. Sign up for the Atari 400 Mini. There's a link.
That is pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
And then somebody's coming out with the 800 XL too. Is Atari coming out with that? Remember, we've seen the trailer on that.
Yeah,
800.
we saw the 800 one.
Yeah.
Then they went with the 400.
I think it was 800 XL was coming out. So that's pretty cool, man. That's pretty cool. They're coming out with that.
Man, that's insane. Atari is just like Atari's on fire right now.
On fire, Bob Brad.
I mean, on fire. It's Atari is just going crazy.
Atari stuff.
Played your Atari
Oh,
today.
oh,
It's Atari overload. You know.
Got the 400 Mini, got the 800 XL coming out. You got the Game Station Pro, the VCS. I mean, 2600 plus. I mean, look, all this stuff's been coming out, Pop Bread. Then my arcade's coming out with those little mini arcades, Atari 50th. Yes. If you say you can't find any Atari products, you are crazy.
Yeah,
they're everywhere, Papa Brad.
I have a lot of memories, man, with the 400, 800 computers. I mean, I love those games on that machine.
Yeah, I agree with
the
Thor, too.
arcade ports were all better than the 2600 for the most part.
Even if you couldn't use the the cartridge bay on that mini, it would be cool if it opened up.
Yeah,
it would be kind of cool. Just to it'd just be kind of neat. But soon as the side load is cracked on 2600
what was
plus,
Jason
I'm
saying? He was sending something up here about
this one.
Something about ports or something.
Oh, down here, 5 USB ports, so you can plug in 4 in and still have room for a 5200 keypad if they make one available. That'd be kind of cool if they made one available.
It's compatible with the full library. Okay.
Pretty cool.
Goofyfoot says smokers yellow classic. Yes.
Smokers
yes.
yellow it is.
These came from a smoke filled home.
Yeah. Like your smoke detectors, if you smoke, they'll turn yellow too.
Yep. Fully yellowed.
Yep.
You don't have to wait. The yellowing comes free.
Yeah, like Video Vegas.
No, he said, this is the part I was talking. He said, be sure to pick up an extra USB adapter. It will only come with the USB power cable as the Atari 2600 Plus and GSP did. Oh, he's talking about a power brick? Yeah, those things are all over the place. Those little USB power bricks.
Yeah.
I still don't like that they don't include them, though. I mean, really? You can't include a little power brick, like a little USB power brick, you know? I mean, I know you can go to Five Below and buy one, but I mean, it's just like, why?
Yes,
you know?
power brick.
Just include the dang power brick, you know?
Just put it inside.
Include it. I mean, come on. Give us a way to plug it in. People want to be able to plug that mug in. They don't have to go buy a power brick.
So that's what he's saying. It doesn't come with one?
Neither did the Atari 2600 Plus. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing that. That seems to be a trend, though. I don't like that.
No, I don't like that either. So you got to pick up something else.
I know you can go to Five Below and pick one up for $5, $8, $10 for a little.
Yeah, they're 5.8
USB-C
it's just the point.
power brick. It's just a point. Like, why not include it? I mean, is it that? Does it save you that much money that you're going to make the customer go source one themselves? Is it really that much of a money saver? You know. Thor
says New Wave toy cigarette machine equals perfect power supply for this.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah, it's just the point. I know they're not very expensive, and especially if they include it, because it's going to make it be even cheaper for them.
Because they're going to buy it in bulk. They're going to buy, probably by the 500s or thousands. I mean, it's got to be a lot cheaper.
Yeah, like
how much do those really cost if you buy them in a big lot like that?
Video Game Vegas says, plugging in the wrong power brick can cause issues. Yep.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, not all like if you have an older LCD TV, they don't have the USB-C port. They have a USB.
Yeah, they assume
my older TVs have a USB port. They don't have a USB-C port.
True. Yeah, because that's the C is a little bit newer. So yes,
it seems like C must be a new kind of trending thing. Like I noticed everything seems to be switching to USB-C.
Yeah, they are.
The last couple products I bought have all had USB-C connectors.
Yeah, that's supposed to be the new USB. People can always complain about the USB because you have to, flip it around.
And also if you step on it, I mean, you basically can ruin them. Like if you accidentally step on them, they smush in.
Yep. I never did that with any of mine, but I get it.
There's a first time for everything, T. McCloskey.
Yeah. Especially with my new rolling desk. I can see me rolling on one of the USBs.
Yeah, you roll your chair back over one and flatten it. It's like,
I'm sorry I haven't did that.
And it's like, I know it's just a cable, but man, it's a pain in the ass. Like if you want to use it right away, or you're trying to do something, then you damage it.
Mikey J says favorite 2600 game. Mine is Pitfall 2 is my favorite one, and Combat. Combat's another one. It's one of my favorites. What's your favorite?
You don't even have to ask what my favorite is. Hero, of course.
Oh, Hero. We know
Hero's my favorite Atari 2600 game by far.
What's your second?
Oh man, there's so many good ones. It's hard to pick one. I like this game. I've been really addicted to this game called Frostbite. It's kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. It's like Hubert. It's an Activision game. It's a lot of fun.
Night Driver was another one of my favorites. I played that for hours.
Oh my goodness, T. McCloskey, my number one and my number two are Activision. Dun, dun, dun.
Activision has some great ones.
Okay,
man.
I'd try to say like my third might be something like Demon Attack. Man, Demon Attack.
Yars Revenge.
Yeah, Yars Revenge is in the top too. Demon Attack never gets old to me. I love that game.
E.T.
Mega Mania. E.T. Yeah.
That's one of my favorites, man. I love that game. I was shocked when people said I didn't like that game. They filled up the landfills. I'm like, really? I love that game. So if I ever get to 2600 plus, man, that'd be one game I would like to get. E.T. and Pitfall 2, the actual cartridges.
The funny part about the whole E.T. thing is they were so rushed for time. Originally they were going to make an E.T. game like Pac-Man. It probably would have done a lot better. Where E.T. just runs around eating the Reese's Pieces. Like if they would release that instead of the E.T. they released, they might have done better.
I
They
mean,
didn't
I
have.
love that game.
They didn't give the. I mean, it's not the person that made it had no time to make that game. He was
Well,
given an
it came out pretty
impossible
good then.
release schedule. Yeah. Well, I mean, he made Yar's Revenge. So he had it in Raiders of the Lost Ark, I think. He had a pretty good track record, but I mean, they didn't give him enough time to make a game.
I think he did pretty good if he didn't have much time then.
Yeah, it was
I always
rushed.
like games where you have to like find stuff like that.
Yeah,
That's why I like that. I still kind of like that. Yeah, River Raid.
River
Man,
Raid's.
there were so many good ones, Papa Brad.
I know.
Warlords was especially if you had people to play Warlords, that was a great one. So you're on a roll. They should do a remake. That's why I said, Leo. I think me and Papa Brad both said they should do a recharged ET.
Recharged.
Yeah, a first day buy for me, Papa Brad.
You know how much that license would cost though? Probably to get the ET license.
Yeah, it's true.
That shit would cost a fortune. That's
But
the
you know
problem
what?
with
I would settle for a recharged Pitfall.
Recharged Pitfall. Yeah, any Activision, like a big Activision game like that, could be used to re-release. Retro modern version.
Yeah, even Warlords Recharge would be cool. They did a breakout. Warlords Recharge would be cool. There'd be so many.
I'm surprised they didn't do Warlords yet.
They might. How many have they done so far recharged?
I don't know.
And 6,
Around
7? Quite a few.
Around 10, maybe a little bit under. Well, let's see. You got Breakout, Centipede, Asteroids, Yar's Revenge, Gravatar.
Berserk.
5. Berserk, that's 6. Missile Command Recharged, 7.
Yeah, 7.
Black Widow Recharged.
Yeah.
Say Black Widow, that's 8.
Nope, it's 8.
They did Aka R, but I don't know if it's officially a recharged. Is Aka R a recharged?
Haunted House too, but that's not recharged.
Not recharged. It's not the recharged name, but it is a redo of an old Atari. It's kind of based on the Atari property.
Yeah. Carl said he thought it was 11. You came up with 8, so.
Yeah, I came up with 8 off the top of my head. There's probably more of them that I missed.
Video Game Vegas is not a fan of Berserk Recharged. I kind of like it. I haven't played a whole lot though.
Yeah. Are you playing it with the classic controller, with the rotating controller? Did you try with the class? I mean the classic, the retro.
Yeah, Carl said it was 10. Yeah, because you said you had to play with the classic one.
It plays a lot better.
I see, because of the movement of the
movement and then having to aim while you're moving. It's kind of a cool mechanic that's unique to the VCS. I don't know how well it translated to other consoles.
Yeah, Richard Dello. I'd love to see a Combat Recharged. Yes.
Combat Recharged. There you go. That would be a good one.
Oh, man, that'd be a good one. Yep.
Make it happen.
Make it happen, Atari. Come on. You can do it. And they might. I mean, they might end up going through a lot of their library, at least of their popular games they might end up doing the recharge for. So Combat is a popular one. It came with the system, of course, but
yeah. Just T. McCloskey is not a fan of Tempest 4000. He's not a fan.
Oh, that
not
game.
a fan of Tempest
I'm
4000.
confused.
He's getting eye strain. He was going into convulsions.
I wouldn't go that far.
I was like, T. McCloskey, go away from the light. Away from the light.
Where?
If you like a Tempest game where you can jump off of the grid, Tempest 4000 is for you. You can jump off of the grid.
Here you go.
When was there jumping in Tempest?
Yeah, there's never jumping in Tempest.
So Quantum, we missed one. Quantum, Caverns of Mars. Here's the ones we missed.
Yep. Then Asteroid, Centipede, Black Widow, Breakout. You said Gravatar.
Yeah, we said Gravatar.
So just the only two you missed was
we missed Quantum and Cavern of Mars. We missed 2.
It's pretty good.
Not too bad. 8 out of 10.
Yeah, pretty good.
Let's see.
Not bad.
I still haven't even played some of them. I haven't played Black Widow yet. I haven't played a bunch of them yet. I still gotta. It's like when I have a little bit of time, I want to play the Asteroids because I like it so much, But I'm sure I'll like the other ones. I just need to give them a chance.
I don't know if I said it or not, but I did get Yar's Recharged too. Yar's Recharged. I did get that one as well.
Yeah, that one's pretty fun.
I should have got Missile Command. I don't think I got Missile Command though, but next time it goes on sale, I'll have to get.
They have a free version of Missile Command too on the
that's
Atari
right,
VCS.
Yeah, I got to
You
download
that one. It's still good. It's still really fun. I mean,
Yeah, I forgot.
for a while when I couldn't download any games from my VCS, I did get that Missile Command original. I forgot what it's called. Missile Command something. It was like the prototype for the recharged games.
Yeah,
It's actually pretty fun. It's still a really good game.
yeah, it's pretty cool. They made it free. It was just they had it, and so they just threw it in there, which is kind of nice. Mikey J says, "Can you play Jaguar on the VCS?"
Just the games that are on the Atari 50th.
Combat was my jam as well.
There are some Jaguar games on the Atari 50th on there.
Is there?
Yeah. I think Tempest 2000's in there. That's a fun game. That's better. That's a better game than
4000.
No, Tempest 2000. P. McCloskey. Look,
Not the
don't
4000?
prejudge. Don't prejudge Tempest 2000 based on Tempest 4000. Tempest 2000 is an excellent game.
Yeah,
check it out. It's in the Atari 50th.
Why did I do the 4000? Dumbass.
Atari 50th has a lot of good games in it.
That's right. It's in the 50th. Okay, yeah.
In the 50th. Yeah, you have it right now.
Yep.
It's a pack in to that.
That was a must
collection.
there. Yeah, if you're getting a VCS, that's a must.
Yeah, you got to get the Atari 50th.
Yeah. So many games on there. You get that. You got those
all the history, the timeline.
Yeah. It's pretty neat.
The videos. It's a great little package.
And it was only I got on sale for what, $20? I think it's normally 30. It's still worth full price.
Still worth it. Didn't Digital Eclipse do that? The company they bought? Digital Eclipse, that's the company they bought. I think they did the Atari 50th. Tempest, see, video game Vegas knows. He knows that Tempest 2000 is incredible. It's one of only 3 good games on the Jaguar. Yeah, Tempest 2000 is great, and it's on the Atari 50th. Don't sleep on it. It's fun. It's a really good game. Yeah, not the 4000. 4000, even though it's bigger, T. McCloskey, bigger is not always better.
No, it's not. I thought it was going to be better, sucker.
In this one case, it's not.
Well, I felt better because I didn't pay full price for it. It was on sale, so I bought it.
Yeah,
I think I paid what, $5 for it.
Yeah.
You know, if it was that or $3, I can't remember. It wasn't much money, so I don't feel bad.
At least you got it on sale.
Yeah,
at least you got it on sale, T. McCloskey.
Yeah, I'd be really mad if I paid full price. Thor says, so is it goal to have 50 different Atari 50 SKUs? We might be there now. I mean, there's so many Atari 50s out there.
Man, my friends are all teasing me about all the ways I have to play Atari, but they don't understand is I'm a huge fan of Atari. I've always been. It's like for me, this is like a renaissance. This is all stuff I like, I mean, it's just because I love Atari,
Yep. I always liked Atari. I mean, it was in my, like I said, I mean, Atari 2600 is the only one we ever had, but man, I played the hell out of that. Even when I was a teenager, I still played that. Back when stores like Kmart and Hills and all that, man, were like trying to get rid of the Atari 2600 cartridges.
Oh, they sold those things dirt cheap, man.
Yeah, they were like $1 or $2. I was scooping them up.
Man, listen to this, T. McCloskey. There's this place that sells a bunch of used video games near me called Second and Charles. I went in there one day, T. McCloskey. Atari cartridges, 25 cents each.
Wow.
25 cents.
Damn.
I loaded up my collection with like every one that I didn't have, I bought. I mean, literally like a big box full of them.
That's pretty awesome though, to give them for 25 cents.
And like the thing that's odd with Atari is like the best games are cheap because they sold a gazillion of them. There's a few hard to get ones, like Heroes, one of those ones that's kind of a rarity, but for the most part, it's very affordable to collect. I mean, yeah, 25 cents, Carlo. 4 cartridges for $1.
That's why these thrift stores and stuff, you can find them in there sometimes.
Yeah,
definitely worth going to like. That Second and Charles of yours, man, you showed them videos of that on your channel.
That place is insane.
Yeah,
they're always getting cool. They're always getting cool stuff there too, man.
I mean,
I gotta stay out of there. My wife told me I'm banned. I'm banned because I am a knick-knack shopper. Every time I go in there, I come up with a bunch of stuff within the there's only so much space you have to put knickknacks.
Yeah, I never played Hero either. I never heard of it until Papa Brad, actually.
It's great. It's great. You can
All right,
play a
good.
version of it on your. You can buy. There's a version anew of it. I think it's called Artie.
Yes.
It's a 7800 version of Hero. It's exactly the same. It's just a newer version.
Yep.
And that's good because it's like affordable. The real cartridge is kind of a rarity nowadays.
All right, we're gonna get the Carl game of the week, and
Let's do it.
I'm gonna give my son while we play the video because he gets off in 6 minutes. Good thing
Okay.
we got a big we got a long video for.
Yeah, this is a good one. This is in my
history in
top.
here.
This is in my favorite Carlo game of the weeks ever, up there with Magic Sword.
And you threw some extra stuff in it too, which is
Yeah,
kind of brings it all together. It's kind of neat.
Yeah.
We normally do like 6 minute, 5 minute videos, but I think this one's worth being longer. You pulled it together pretty good. I think.
Yeah, I have a cameo in this one. So we have a cameo. It's going to be really cool.
I was like, 17 minutes. What are you doing, Papa Brad? Then I watched it.
Cut it down. I couldn't cut it down. I was too into it.
Well, and then I agreed with you. I'm like, oh yeah, we got to keep it. I mean, there's just too much good stuff in it. A lot
Too
of
much good
in
stuff.
There. So let's roll this Carl game of the week.
Yep.
It's time for Carl of the Week!
Okay, we're gonna roll it, Papa Brad.
Let's go.
Okay, here we go, guys. Carl's game of the week. It is Cloak and Dagger from Atari. I forgot to do the marquee, but
Hello, gamers, and welcome back to Papa Brad's Gaming, the channel where we explore classics and dive into the latest in the gaming world. Today is a special day, as we're going to play a game on the 50th anniversary collection from Atari on the Atari VCS. What better way to honor this iconic brand than to take a look at one of their gems from the past? Of course, I'm talking about the classic Cloak and Dagger. So grab your joysticks and join me on this nostalgic journey. Let's get it started. Cloak and Dagger was released by Atari in 1983 during the golden age of arcade gaming. Developed by Atari and based on the 1984 film of the same name, this title blends espionage, action, and strategy in a unique way. Cloak and Dagger is a very special movie to me because I saw it as a child. It was on a double bill with The Last Starfighter. I believe it was the first movie they played, and The Last Starfighter was the second movie. But I remember because it was so rare to go to a double bill movie like this. But this is where I saw the film Cloak and Dagger. Let's take a look at a trailer for the movie Cloak and Dagger.
His game is make-believe. Their game is murder, spying, and sabotage. This is starting to get good. Just like Cloak and Dagger. Now any move could be his last. Cloak and Dagger.
Now playing at a theater near you. Consult your local listing.
The game follows the adventures of a character named Jack Flack, a spy trying to thwart an evil plot. What sets Cloak and Dagger apart is its combination of arcade-style shooting and strategic elements. It's not just a mindless button mash. You need to think on your feet and use the dual joysticks to make it out of the levels. Considering its release in the early 80s, Cloak and Dagger features graphics that were ahead of its time. The character sprites are well detailed, and the environments have a distinct style that captures the essence of the spy genre. In terms of sound, the game delivers with catchy and suspenseful soundtrack that enhances the overall experience. Sound effects from gunfire to explosions add a layer of immersion that was quite impressive for its era.
In 1976, Atari struck a deal with media powerhouse Warner Brothers in order to be able to financially support the release of what would eventually become the highly successful Atari 2600 home video game system. This alliance over time would reshape Atari in both good and in bad ways. Perhaps accidentally, however, it did create the first true multimedia company, as Atari would go on to become the first true corporate video game powerhouse in the USA. This also brought Atari into the umbrella of other Warner-owned properties, from film, television, and even comic books. This mixing of movie and television properties in the early days of video games provided several successes for other companies, such as the Disney Valley Midway Tron Enterprise, and some interesting failures within Atari, such as the infamously panned Atari 2600 cartridge for E.T., which, full disclosure, I actually really loved as a kid. Atari didn't make its first official arcade movie crossover until May of 1983, when they would release an arcade adaptation of George Lucas's Star Wars film in the arcades. This first-person perspective on-the-rails style space shooter was a huge success for Atari and an instant arcade classic. Thanks to a combination of a great licensed property, who didn't want to fly an X-Wing fighter after seeing the original Star Wars film the first time, neat wireframe vector graphics, unique controller, and an amazing dedicated cockpit version of the game, and even digital voice samples for the movie, Star Wars would capture the hearts and quarters of arcade video game fans for generations to come. Unfortunately for Atari, they wouldn't piggyback necessarily off the success of Star Wars with their next arcade movie tie-in offering, Firefox. Released in January of 1984, Firefox was based on a Cold War-themed action movie of the same title, starring Clint Eastwood, as he attempted to steal a top-secret fighter plane from the USSR or something. The movie was a moderate success at the box office at the time, but not so much with critics. Firefox would be Atari's first and only arcade game based on Laserdisc technology to be commercially released, although several other Laserdisc-based games exist as prototypes. The game cost operators at the time $3,799, which in 2021 dollars would be over $10,000 for the upright version, or about $4,300, which would almost be $12,000 today for a fancy cockpit version. The game was ultimately unsuccessful. Only 2,100 total games would be manufactured compared to the 12,000 game cabinets for Star Wars being produced, not just because of the price tag for operators, but disinterest from arcade patrons and for gaining a reputation as being an extremely unreliable game, thanks to a particularly dodgy Laserdisc player model that was installed in the game. Atari would try yet again in the March of 1984 with another movie licensed game, Cloak Dagger. Unlike the previous movie tie-in title Star Wars or Firefox, Cloak Dagger had been in development before the movie tie-in agreement and would become more of a prop in the film rather than an adaptation of the events in the film in video game form. Originally titled Agent X, Cloak Dagger is a multi-directional shooter designed and programmed by Russell Dahl. Gameplay is like other multi-directional shooters, such as Williams Electronics' Robotron 2084, with some interesting differences. In the game, you play Agent X, who is attempting to thwart the evil plans of one Dr. Boom in his elaborate underground lair and bomb factory. Each level is full of creatures, lava pits, and a shockingly large number of conveyor belts. Agent X attempts to cross one side of each room to the other, avoiding dangerous items and creatures, along with collecting items such as maps, which become useful in future levels to avoid mines. In the center of each level is a bomb, which acts as sort of a timer to complete each level. A player can use the igniter button to light the bomb early, which in turn speeds up the timer for bonus points upon exiting the level. The game also features fun animations in between each level, with a large sprite of Agent X riding on an elevator doing various activities such as playing with a yo-yo or sweating if you had a close call in the previous level. The final level features a boss fight with Dr. Boom himself on floor 32, although I think it's actually level 33 if you're counting correctly, of his compound. Those defeating Dr. Boom were treated to a very quick look at the top secret plans Agent X has saved from the evil Dr. Boone. Agent X was, like many games at Atari, in development and a testing phase around 1982 through 83 at the company. During the phase of development in which the game was being prepped for a possible full release, Universal Pictures reached out to Atari about the possibility of creating a video game for their new film in pre-production called, you guessed it, Cloak and Dagger. The film Cloak and Dagger is a Cold War-themed spy film based on a Cornell Woolrich story, The Boy Who Cried Murder, which had been adapted to several films previously over the years. The film Cloak and Dagger stars Henry Thomas as Davy Osborne, who rose to fame playing the lead character Elliot in the film T, and longtime Hollywood character actor staple Dabney Coleman in a dual role, both as Henry's overworked single-parent provider and as the imaginary spy Jack Black, or Agent X. Davy's character can be moderately described as an obsessive gamer, deeply involved with video games and kind of RPG pen and paper style gaming, especially ones based around the Jack Black character and universe, which is kind of like a fake James Bond kind of character. Davy becomes mixed up accidentally in the smuggling of top secret plans for a stealth bomber when he witnesses a murder and is given an Atari 5200 cartridge of Cloak and Dagger, which, by the way, contains a secret microchip with those plans that is activated when a player reaches a certain score playing the game. Good thing Davy had a 5200 and say not in a television, or this would have been a much shorter film. Due to Davy's overactive imagination and also writing his name on a softball he drops at the murder scene, the bad guys find out where he lives, and he only has his imaginary friend of Jack Black to help him when the guns come out, and he runs all over San Antonio, Texas, trying to get someone to believe him. Retro gaming fans tend to love this movie since it's full of vintage Atari gaming goodness and advertising all over the place. Several of the Atari home video game titles and the game shop Davy frequents in the film were never actually released, including ironically Cloak and Dagger, along with home versions of Atari's classic Tempest. It's important and interesting to mention again that Cloak and Dagger is a unique movie tie-in concept for the time period, since it isn't based on actual events and the film compared to the Star Wars or Firefox arcade game. Also, it's interesting that Cloak and Dagger was not a film released by Warner Brothers, Atari's parent company. So Warner Brothers really didn't have a stake in the film at all. Universal was interested in using Agent X since it was themed somewhat similarly to the spy themes in the script already, which had been written several years before. Universal Pictures had originally introduced Donkey Kong as the video game cartridge in the movie, according to early versions of the script. Universal also gives the original title of Cloak and Dagger several shout-outs in the film itself. The Jack Black character explains while hidden in the trunk of the car at one point in the movie that he used to be known as Agent X.
Agent X, help! Help me! Get him off me!
Now, over on the arcade front of things business-wise, the industry was starting to move towards selling conversion kits for operators as a cheaper alternative to buying a whole new game for a location. Cloak and Dagger would only be sold officially as a conversion kit. Dedicated units technically do exist, housed in the same cabinet style as the dedicated upright Crystal Castles machines, but they were only made for testing and prototyping purposes and never officially offered for sale outside of Atari. Atari wisely marketed Cloak and Dagger as a kit specifically for older titles from rival game manufacturer Williams Electronics. Targeted for cabinets such as Defender, Robotron, Joust, and Stargate, Atari was able to tap into a rather large pool of possible arcade game cabinet conversion needs, since most of the above titles sold very well, and by 1983-84 might not have been earning as much money for operators as they had in the past. Kits included specifically dedicated control panels for the machine. The Defender cabinet uses a somewhat different style of overlay and control panel than other Williams titles, and was shipped with a different control panel for that version of the kit. PCB, a PCB cage, a filter board, wiring, side art, a marquee, and instructions. The game PCB uses the previous Williams game power supply and audio amplifier. Specific production numbers of Cloak and Dagger kits from Atari is unfortunately unknown. I would personally estimate as few as 1,200 kits, and maybe as many as 2,000 kits were made and distributed. The game is uncommon today, but is sought after by collectors thanks to its rarity and the movie tie-in. Defender cabinet-based conversions to Cloak and Dagger seem much more common than any other Williams cabinet. This could be because Williams made over 60,000 Defender games, and at the time of Cloak and Dagger's release, it would have been the oldest title out of the Williams catalog in which these games were targeted towards. Atari seemed pleased enough with the arcade game to start working on versions for both the Atari 8-bit home computers and for the Atari 5200 game system. Unfortunately, with the market conditions for home video games in 1984 and Atari's eventual economic woes, the home versions would not be completed or ever see the official light of day. Today, only an incomplete prototype for the home computer version has been located by collectors. In the film Cloak and Dagger, even though Davey is seen playing the game on an Atari 5200, the version shown in the film is simply the arcade game ported through a monitor, and the product boxes are just mock-ups. By the mid-1980s, Atari was sold off and broken up into two different companies, Atari Corporation and Atari Games. Atari Corporation would focus on home computers mostly, but eventually would get back into home video game systems, while Atari Games would continue to produce arcade games up until about the early 2000s. Atari Games would release several games based on movie properties and television properties over the years, including one based on the 1980 Tim Burton Batman film. Cloak and Dagger is a unique and interesting title, providing some great outside-of-the-box thinking in both gameplay, design, and even marketing. It goes down as the only game the pre-broken-up 1984 Atari released solely as a conversion kit. The game also showcases a unique way of attempting to tie in a video game product into a cross-media property without producing an inferior product along the way. It's a shame Cloak and Dagger was released in the year during so many economic woes for Atari and the gaming industry. Otherwise, we have found a more widespread success and a home release. Although the title today may not be very recognizable outside of the hardcore arcade game collectors and enthusiasts, it's a very entertaining and important piece of Atari's history.
Let's talk about the challenge level. Cloak and Dagger isn't a walk in the park. Requires a combination of quick reflexes, strategic thinking, and resource management. Difficulty ramps up as you progress, keeping you on your toes, ensuring that each playthrough remains engaging. As for replayability, the game's unique blend of action and strategy make it worth revisiting. In conclusion, Cloak and Dagger is a true classic that showcases Atari's innovative approach to gaming. It's a combination of action and strategy, along with its impressive graphics and sound first time, and make it a standout title in the Atari library. As we celebrate Atari's 50th anniversary, it is essential to revisit these classics that laid the foundation for the gaming industry we know today. What are your memories of Cloak and Dagger? Do you have any favorite Atari games? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe for more gaming content, ring the notification bell to stay updated. Until next time, keep gaming, my friends, and as always, stay legit.
Stay legit.
All right. T. McCloskey, Cloak and Dagger on the Atari 50th collection, a true hidden gem. Have you played this one, Bud? Have you played it ever?
Yeah, a long time ago, but yep.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. The thing about this game, though, it's like you have to convert a Defender or a Robotron. Was how this game was made. It was made as a conversion kit. Right around the time of the video game crash. So it truly is a great game, though. When you get into it, it's really fun to play.
Yeah, it is fun.
It has the Robotron style gameplay with the two joysticks being movement and fire.
Thanks, Jason. Yeah, I'll have to play this game again. It's been so long since I played it. I only played it a couple times. I kind of forgot about it until.
It's a real rarity too, and like it's once you figure out what's going on, it's more fun. Like you have to get those secret pieces, and those make the arrows. So when you get to the mine level, you know where to walk. So there's a little bit of strategy in it, and you can also blow up the room. There's you can throw like a fuse that you can throw into the bomb and activate the bomb, and you get more points.
Nice.
But, yeah, it's fun, man. I thoroughly enjoyed visiting Cloak and Dagger.
Yeah, I got to revisit that one. I got to revisit. It's on CoinOpsX, right?
Yeah, I remember it. Like, this was like a pivotal moment in my childhood. Double feature. T. McCloskey, double feature.
Double feature.
First movie, Cloak and Dagger, followed up by The Last Starfighter. You talk about two iconic 80s video game movies back to back. That's how I saw it. I saw the double feature.
Double feature, yeah. I just don't.
They don't do that anymore. These Hollywood's too greedy. I've never heard of them doing a double feature. Have you recently?
Just if you can find a drive-through, theater, that's the only way you can do the double features anymore.
Yeah, crazy.
But yeah,
crazy.
You want to go way back. My dad, when he was a kid, he would pay. What did he say? He would pay like 15 cents or 30 cents, and you could stay in the movie theater all day. Back in the day, that was back like in the 50s or 60s, whatever. But you paid a little price, and you could stay in there all day if you wanted to.
Yeah,
sure can't do that anymore. You can't even, like you said, you can't get double features.
Yeah, no double features, T. McCloskey. I want to give one more massive Arcade Talk shout out to Vintage Arcade Gal, who did a huge chunk of this video. When I got into researching it, I was like, there's no way I'll be able to make something better than this video. I mean, this is like, we watched maybe just a touch of the video. She actually restores a Cloak and Dagger and from scratch, so it's a great video. It's very long format. But just the information was like, when I started talking to you about it, it's like, well, what do I want to cut? I mean, this is all really interesting. I learned all about Atari watching that video. And I thought that was a really great way to, just the clips and all the archival footage. You can't touch that, T. McCloskey. And if you're not subscribed, go over to Vintage Arcade Gal and subscribe. She has a lot of great classic arcade content. She does real arcades. But what's great about her channel is she also gets into the history of each game. And they're almost like mini documentaries on the different games she restores. So I enjoy the content over there. And I just wanted to share it with this audience because I don't know if there's a bunch of crossover, but there's some pretty good content over there if you want to check it out.
And I'll put the link in the description of our live stream as well. So once we're done, I'll put the link in the description over to that channel. So that's pretty cool. I like that. You did a good job on that one. I liked it.
Yeah,
a lot of good information in there.
She has some really incredible videos. Like if you're into video game history at all, or you're into the classic era of like 80s arcade, like her channel's like a love song to 80s arcade games. Just really great stuff. One of my favorite content creators that I watch. So
nice. Cloak and Dagger, Atari. What year was that? I forget what year. What year did the movie that come out?
Was it 84? I can't remember now. On a blank. Was it 84? It was like the late 80s, mid 80s.
Mid 80s. 1984. The movie
was I right? 1984. Man, I was guessing a little bit. Team Klosky, I was guessing a little bit.
You got it. 1984.
Yeah. If you like John's Arcade, you should check out Vintage Arcade Gal. She does some pretty cool content. John's Arcade was a great channel too. I love that channel when John was talking about all the classic arcade games. Good stuff.
Yeah, go check it out, Leo. I'm gonna go check it out myself because it's been a long time since I played that game.
Yeah,
gotta get on CoinOpsX and play it.
Yeah, it plays great on the VCS too. I mean,
oh, does it?
Yeah, it plays really good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, because Digital Eclipse did that title and the emulation and everything. I mean, Digital Eclipse that's what they do. They do these compilation releases,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
What you doing, Team McCloskey?
Doing some Pop Brad.
He's going rogue. Uh-oh.
Hey, Pop, I'd bring it in, Pop Brad.
Dirty Donnie. Dirty Donnie, New Wave Toys. Shout out. Dirty Donnie.
There it is, Pop Brad.
Yeah.
Looks so good on their black light.
Yep.
You kind of see it there. Dirty Donnie signed it. It came out there.
Carlos is live. That being said, That's a collectible.
Yeah, definitely a collectible.
Collectible. Get a frame. Keep it nice. You know.
Yeah, hopefully they do more. Hopefully they got a good response and they'll do more of them. I mean, the mini ones are cool, but full size I put on my wall in my arcade here.
Yeah, I wouldn't want the mini ones.
Nah. If I was going to do a mini arcade like some of these people do, I would, but I want it for my full size arcade because they did such a great job. The UV on that print is so good. I was shocked when I was doing that video on it. I was like, damn, man, they did a hell of a job on that thing.
So what do you think? Frankenstein made it to this room. He came out pretty good.
Yeah, look, Frankenstein behind
you.
What
am I going to do with this giant door? I mean, I was like, I'm going to hang up Frankenstein on this door.
And then you got Grogu over there.
I know, Grogu. Frankenstein's misunderstood mom.
What's going on over there? I know.
It's like Papa Brad.
Yeah, Dirty Donnie.
No,
I can't hear you again. You are correct. Video Vegas, man, his shit does. If you want it, man, you got to get it so fast. I keep waiting for the rug. Now I hear you. We're done. Supposed to do a
Hold on, I got to echo.
Small rug. And I wanted to get one of those, but you got to get in there fast. You playing the stream somewhere else?
Yeah. Hey, what's happening, man?
What's going on?
Good to see you. Good to see you.
Was able to pop over.
Thank you for hopping by.
What's going on?
How's your Friday night going?
Not bad. Just chilling.
Arcade coming up soon. That's gonna be fun.
What time does that start?
I think 9 maybe.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be later.
Maybe 10, maybe later.
I don't know. Never know with Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. No, it's late night. I think Nick's is streaming too as well. Are you here in double?
No, I'm not.
Oh, good. Okay, it must just be me. I must have something open somewhere.
Yeah, that's what always happens to me. It's like, okay, what did I not close or mute?
I must have something open or not muted. Let's see. Can't figure out where it's at.
Hey, it's Friday, man. Friday.
Did I get it? I think I got it. Okay.
You got it?
Cool. Yeah, I think so. So anyway, yeah, man. It's going to be fun.
I can't believe it looks so far away. My camera's like right there.
Yeah, I know. You do look far away. Did you change the angle?
Yep. That's all it is the angle. But
the angle's different.
It's funny because, I mean, look how everything is into my picture, too.
I know. Like the room looks bigger.
It's weird. And I have the camera shifted over a little bit more and I think back a little bit. It's just weird. I'm same distance though from the camera as I normally am. It's just weird.
Yeah.
I can zoom in.
I got cameras here in both rooms, so I can literally walk from one to the other. It's pretty crazy.
See, there you go. I zoomed it in some.
Yeah. I kind of like it zoomed out. It looked pretty good.
Did you?
Yeah. It's a bigger room.
Yeah, I guess it's probably bigger. That's probably the normal size. It is a decent sized room.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's just funny because the camera's not much different spot than normal. It's just over just a little bit. Just weird.
T, I got something I got to share. Let me get these pictures. I want to share these with you. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me a minute to grab these. There we go. Okay. It's going to take a minute to upload this batch of pictures. Anyway, check this out. I got some fresh pics. Check these out.
Is the AtGames toppers? Yep.
Look at that.
I know.
Wow, it looks good. Check that out.
They still got the light on. Turn the light off, suckers. But yeah, you could tell how lit up it is, though.
This is the side.
Yep. See, so it's the same back. As it had. Yeah, that's the same back as they had before. So they just added that box basically, and see that
close up of the spider web grill.
There's the back box.
Back box. Yeah, not bad. So I got these pictures are new.
Yep. Yeah, it looks good.
Is there any other news today?
From them?
We didn't find out what this is yet, huh?
No, not yet.
No news on that?
No news on that yet.
No news on that yet. That's
exciting. I'm thinking next week or the week after.
You thinking next week?
Yeah, next week or the week after. Because they'll keep that up for a little bit and then they'll announce. So next week or the week after, I'm thinking. But yeah, I like those new pictures. It really shows every angle on that topper.
Yeah, this is pretty good. The only thing would have been better if it was in a dark room.
Yeah.
A lot of times, cameras have a hard time.
Well, go back.
That.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good.
Yep. Then there's a back. It's exactly. Did the old back have two panels coming down on angle like that, or I think it was just one, maybe right in the middle.
No, they reinforced it with those beams and stuff. It looks like.
I think before it had one beam right in the middle. Now there's two. I have to go back and look. Maybe do a comparison on tomorrow. Yeah. But yeah, the spider webs look better than I thought they were going to look. They're they're darker. Cool. Yeah, man, put some light. Man, I'm putting some lights in that speaker grills.
Yeah, man, if you put some LEDs in there behind that'd probably pop.
That's what I'm thinking. It'll look really, really cool. So that is all black on the bottom of the back box there. Go back to the frontal picture. I thought the back was... See, that looks black there. I thought it was going to be like a dark green on the bottom down there where the speaker grills are. It looks black. Yeah, it's definitely black. See, I thought it was going to be like a dark green on the bottom. So it's fading from the green down to black, looks like. And I like that. See how the green kind of, lost your mic again. There you go.
Is it on now?
Now it's on.
I don't know what's happening, man. I've got ghosts in the machine. Ever since I did the pinball setup and I tried to switch back to the regular cameras, got all kind of crazy stuff happening.
I think your mic. I think your volume was coming through a different mic than this one because you sound really clear and loud now.
Yeah.
You got another mic in that room?
Yeah. I think I might have switched mics. Is it better now?
Oh, a lot better. I'd say 100% better.
Okay, man.
I mean, you could hear you, but it was like you were kind of like in the distance a little bit. It didn't sound bad. Now
Yeah. It sounded like I was far away.
Yeah, so there must have been another mic picking up.
Oh, that's cool. Hey, what's happening, Gregory?
What's going on,
Welcome
Gregory?
to the stream. I don't know if you just got here.
You've shown both of your places.
Yeah, if you just got here, we were looking at these pictures. Pretty cool. These pictures of the topper. It's going to be coming on the AtGames Adams Family Pinball. They'll be shipping out pretty soon. Pretty exciting. Some detailed pictures I thought were good.
Yep. They got that plastic off there now, too. One's from the other day. They still had the plastic over the back box.
Plastic over the back box, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, the ones I showed last night. Yeah, they still had the plastic over the back box. So they just got this in the other day.
You think AtGames will drop some AtGames, some Adams Family pinball footage?
They said they were going to at some point here before the pre-order starts shipping. They said they're going to show some
Let's look through the pictures. Glad you're here, Gregory. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it looks pretty well made. I have to say, it doesn't look bad. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks solid. I mean, look at the back. I mean, or the side where you can see how thick the wood is.
Yeah.
Like right there, you can see how thick the wood is.
It looks good. It's like a light box. It should look good when it's in a dark room.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, it's gonna be cool.
Yeah, that couldn't have been a cheap add-on. That box, that box is more than I thought it was going to be. It's like a marquee box.
It's
that thick.
I see that. Yeah.
We thought they were just going to put some lights in there, behind the acrylic, and they actually created a box.
Yeah, they created a box. I thought they were just going to put some little tiny lights that would light it up, but it looks like they made a whole new like a box and everything for it.
Yeah, all new.
Totally redid it.
Yep.
So that's pretty good. That's pretty good news.
Yeah, if you didn't like all that white going through on the sides, you could always get some black tape or something and tape that off.
Yeah. Well, I don't think you'll see it because like where mine is, it'll be against a wall. So, and there's stuff around it. So like, you're not going to be able to get on you'd have to like really try hard to look at it from the side like that.
Oh, I know. What's the cool thing is too, is that white behind it or on the sides there is going to probably make the,
give it a little glow.
Yeah. I'll have the wall glow some.
Just a little glow.
Yeah. Which is kind of cool.
Like a halo, around it, a halo.
Yeah. If you wanted to, man, you could change some, put some see-through stuff on there, make it see-through like different colors. There's stuff you can do with that. Definitely. There's your push.
Push.
What's up, Raven?
Push XL, man. That game's awesome.
What's up, Raven?
What's happening, Raven? Welcome to the stream. Welcome, Gregory.
Play some push.
So, did you ever finish Ahsoka?
No.
Are you gonna finish it?
Yes. How many got? A couple.
How many you got left to go? How far are you in?
I'm on episode 5.
So
I think
5. There's only 7 or 8. Yeah, it's not that many more.
We got 2 or 3 left. Yeah, I got to finish before I forget what happened in the first 5.
Yeah, that's the hard part. If you wait too long, you don't remember the story too good.
Yeah, and you got to go back and watch the whole damn.
I don't want to watch it. Yeah, that's what I did the first time. Like I watched the first 2. And then I stopped watching it. I was like, man.
I know, and I want to do that again because this is the second time I started it.
Yeah.
I watched like the first 2.
Well, I got a 3-day weekend because we're off for Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
Jr. So that's gonna be fun. I might try to watch Andor. I don't know if I'll get to it or not.
Better. That's a lot better than Ahsoka.
I might try to see Andor. I haven't seen that one.
I think you'll like that one. That one's actually pretty good. There's a lot of action in it. It's kind of like the beginning of the Rebels alliance. It's kind of like the beginning of how they got their money source. It tells you how they got the money source. So it's a pretty good series. I liked it. It kind of answers.
It tells you how the Rebels got their money source.
Yep.
Yeah. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So it's kind of like the beginning of, because the Senate is still intact.
Mm-hmm.
The Senate's still there, and then it's kind of like the beginning of the Rebels breakout, and they get their first funding source. I want to spoil it for you, so
okay, yeah, I'll probably watch it. So
there's some good information in there.
Did it just switch
on? No, it was on. Yeah,
is it still on?
Yeah, if it's blinking blue, it's on. Yeah.
Okay, if it's blinking blue, it's on. Okay.
Yeah, I think you'll like the Indoor a lot better than Ahsoka.
My Yeti mic stopped working, but I think it's because I have so many things plugged into this computer. I think it's maxed out. There's like my USB is overloaded.
Overload.
It's overloaded. It's like, what the hell are you trying to do, Papa Brad? All these cameras with this pinball stuff. my computer is like freaking out. So
yeah, a lot of cameras, man, they'll do that.
I'll have to figure it out. But it was working great. I just, hopefully I can set it all back up when I'm ready, when the time comes.
And if there's any programs you can close out, man, I would definitely close them out.
Yeah.
You don't need nothing running in the background because that'll bog it down some too. That's why I always
bog it down. You shut everything down.
Yeah, anything I don't need, I do that for streams too. It's like anything I don't need, I close it all out.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. It's the way to do it.
Because there's sometimes there's programs you forget to run in. It's like, oh shit, that's still freaking going.
Mm-hmm.
So you got any plans for the weekend, man? Besides streaming tomorrow night? Your long weekend?
Not really. Not really.
Nothing here either, man. Damn dog, man, has got us. I swear, I thought she was getting the potty training down, and then she has 2 accidents today. It's like, damn it.
Are you kidding me?
We're not getting closer.
Kidding me. Is your dog going to, is he still hitting the arcade? He's like, I like this neon flooring. I like this. Is he hitting the arcade? He's banned.
Sassy's banned, man. She hasn't been here since. And she
Sassy's
knows
banned.
too. Because she'll start following me, and then I get close to that room. She stops and lays down, watches me, and then I close the door.
You need to make some more shorts, man. Gregory's saying he remembers a Cloak and Dagger machine at the pizza shop, Northeast Philly, back around '85. 2 guys were glued to that machine for weeks. Yeah. The machine came out in 1984, and it was a conversion kit for Robotron, Defender, and Stargate.
All 3 of those. Wow.
Yeah. It was actually made to work in the Williams cabs. It's pretty smart of Atari, you know? I mean, the only bad thing is, like I said, it was released during the video game crash, you know? It's a pretty fun game, man. I love it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty addictive. If you like Robotron, it does have a little bit of a Robotron feel, but it's enough of its own game to be its own thing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, I see how it can look like Robotron, but yeah, it's definitely got its own.
The dual stick shooting is kind of like Robotron. But then with all the suitcases, and then having to get the secrets to find, like when you get to the level with the mines, so it makes the arrows so you know where to run.
Yeah.
There's a little strategy, and then you got the fuse thing you can throw, and you can activate the bomb, you know? It's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat, yeah. Yeah, I can see how it has elements of Robotron, but yeah, it's different enough where it seems like its own. And it's, you know, Atari at the time was bummed, man. It's like, fuck, bad timing.
Yeah, man. And like the thing that was cool that it was a game that was not subpar, you know? Like a lot of movie games were like not good, you know? And the way they did it was very interesting. I mean, it's crazy. Like when you know, the Vintage Arcade Girl said it was originally they wanted it to be Donkey Kong, and then just got switched into Atari. You know, like in the first script, that was pretty cool.
How is it going to be like Donkey Kong though?
In other words, the secrets, the spy secrets, will be on a Donkey Kong cartridge. Instead of an Atari cartridge, you know.
Yeah,
then Atari is like, hey, we're making this game Agent X or whatever, and so it like they switched it all, you know.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I like how it goes to, you know, elevator too, and you're going all the way up.
Yeah,
start
the ground level, all the different animations.
Yeah, and what is it goes up to level 32? Level 32, the elevator goes to, or 35,
33, yeah, or something.
Somewhere around there. That's kind of cool, though. Gotta get back into the elevator to go up. Gregor said I tried it today on the Ant stream. I have no idea what was going on. Yeah, I haven't been on Ant stream for a while. Don't they have like a kind of details of the games and kind of tell you what to do?
Yeah. I mean, you basically just got to get to the other end of the room.
Yeah, basically,
you know,
yeah. Get to the other elevator.
Get to the other elevator, and then you do want to collect the secret cases, because then I think every like 4th level or so there's like mines, and if you get the cases, it makes little arrows that tell you where to run where there's no landmines.
Yeah, which is really helpful.
It's all like timed, because it's like you have a timer and there's a bomb in the middle of every room. The room blows up if you spend too much time in the room. So every room you kind of got to get through the room quick. You know, because the room will self-destruct.
I didn't realize it was on Ant stream.
I didn't realize it was on Ant stream. They must have added it. I don't remember seeing it on the Ant stream. That's cool. They added it though.
Yeah, that means they're adding more games as time goes on, which is really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, nice thing too is Atari is kind of, because I don't think Atari owns Ant stream, right? Isn't it?
I don't think so. No, it's its own thing, I think.
But Atari promotes it.
Like, yeah, there's there's some Atari games on there too. They got a lot of good Atari games on Ant stream.
Yeah, they got Adventure on there. I played that. Man,
Adventure?
It took me no time. When I was a kid, man, it took me forever to figure out Adventure.
Yeah.
It took me less than 5 minutes.
Yeah, you were rolling through it in 5 minutes.
Less than 5. I'm like, man, this is so easy, man.
See, you made some progress. Team McCloskey. You made some progress, man.
I was like, how did I make this difficult when I was a kid?
When you were a kid, you were like, man, this adventure game is hard. There's a lot to it.
Yeah.
You just like fly right through it in 5 minutes now as a grown up. It's pretty crazy.
I'm like, that's it. That's the end of the game.
That's it. I made it to the end. You done it. You have won.
I got my trophy. That changes colors at the end. It goes boing, 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 boing. I was like, damn. But it's kind of cool that Atari promotes Ant stream. And it's on the VCS. already. The app is.
Yeah, it is cool that it's on the VCS.
Yeah. So maybe they'll add more some Atari games since Atari seems to be at least promoting it and stuff.
Yeah.
Love to see some Activision games on there.
Yeah, Activision's what they need. They need to get the Activision titles.
Yep.
That's what they really need.
Like to see Pitfall on there and Pitfall 2. Even if we just got Pitfall, would be great. Because I want to beat that game. Well, it's on the 5th. No, it's not on the 50th, is it? So it's not on anything.
It's not on anything that I'm aware of.
What if you could load that into the VCS somehow?
Seems like you could.
Should be able to, right?
I know you can like have it boot as a PC. I haven't even looked into that yet, how that works.
Yeah, I haven't either.
I mean, we've got so much stuff to play right now. It's like,
I know. Dude, guess what I did yesterday?
What's that?
I deleted my unboxing of the VCS.
You deleted your unboxing? Why's that?
I didn't.
Accident?
I totally forgot. I filmed it. And then today I was going through. I was like, man, I don't have any other films I need to edit besides, the poster I did. I'm like, oh shit, that's the videos I deleted yesterday.
Oh man.
Yeah, because I kind of unboxed it, but I didn't review the VCS because you did that.
Yeah.
Well,
you can review it yourself. You could do your own review.
I don't have to review the hat. I'm so mad though because I did the unboxing, kind of giving my first impressions of it, and I reviewed the hat and showed how it worked and deleted all that, man. And unfortunately, I emptied my trash can too.
Oh, you emptied your trash can?
Yep.
Did you record it with on video or did you record it in StreamYards?
OBS.
Oh, okay. I don't know how that works. I know StreamYards keeps a copy.
I know.
Of anything you do on it.
I used
until you run out of storage. I think it's like 50 hours or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
I just use Streamlabs OBS. I don't think there's any way. I don't think they have a backup. So mad at myself. Like, damn it.
Mm-hmm. He said he likes the renovation titles on the Genesis. Those are cool. I'm not really familiar with those. It'll be cool to see what they're like. I know AtGames is getting some of the renovation titles.
Yeah, what, 2 packs? I think there's gonna be 2
think
packs.
so. Yeah,
Pack 1 and pack
to
2.
check those out.
Yeah, somebody else said they were enjoying those renovation games.
Yeah.
One of our comments. I haven't checked any of those out because you can play those, I think, on Steam and stuff right now.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. I guess I'm gonna close it out right now.
Closing it out?
Yeah, I think so. I
was gonna look at that. See if I can find those packs. They're just game packs, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh yeah, there they are. There, you can pre-order them right now on AtGames, $25.
Yeah. Can you share the screen?
No, I don't think I can share it, but
you can't share. Okay. Well, that's cool.
I don't think you gave me access.
Oh, okay. I thought you had access.
Let me see. Oh yeah, I can share.
Say present. It should
share
work.
Screen.
See if it works.
Select one. Okay, yeah, there it is. Bloop. You just gotta put it in there for me.
There you go, sucker. There you go.
Look, they got Activision. Oh yeah, they got that. So I gotta get the Activision.
Can you do your crazy zoom in that you do? Probably not. There it is. There's the renovation pack.
Yeah. Can you see those? I can zoom in a little bit here.
Yeah, that's just a lot of games you get, huh? You get quite a few.
Exile, yeah. Turbo Graphics Exile. This is pack 1. So you get what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's kind of funny. It's like 3 Exiles, 3 of this Veilless. A couple other ones. $25. Who makes these?
Renovation?
So that's the name of the company is Renovations, I guess?
I think so.
I just never heard of them.
I never have either, but they're probably pretty fun.
Yeah, everybody's saying they are. Anybody who's played any of these. And then this is pack 2.
Uh-huh.
This one seems to have a little bit more games. Oops. Beast Wrestler, Dino Land. Dino Land sounds familiar. I don't know why. Doomsday Warrior. Final Zone 2.
Are these all shmups? What's happening, Omega Fourth? Welcome to the stream.
Hey, what's up,
Welcome to the
Omega
stream,
Fourth?
Gregory? They're all shmups,
Are they?
or they're just all different kinds of games.
I'm not sure. Actually, I'm not familiar with any of these either.
I'm not either. I'll have to check them out when they come out. It might be fun.
They might be though, all shmups. And when they're coming out, they're supposed to come out sometime Q1 of this year. So
No, they're all different kinds of games. Gregory says they're all different.
they're all different. Okay,
That's cool.
get a decent amount on both packs.
Dino Land is a pinball.
Oh, no kidding. Yes.
Exile is a RPG.
Huh.
That's cool.
Yeah, Final Zone 2, Last Alert. Beast Wrestler.
They should do like a trailer, like a sizzle trailer or something with the games in it, so you can see some of the games in action.
I know.
I think that would help, get people pique the interest more. Yeah, because I don't know any of these games, to be honest with you.
Man, same here.
You know what I mean? I think that would be cool.
Dino Land sounds familiar, but I don't know why.
Mm.
And it's a pinball.
Mm.
Huh. Yeah,
What the games originally come out on? The Genesis? Or was it the NES? TurboGrafx CD. So that would have been TurboGrafx, huh?
Yeah, oh, we're down here. TurboGrafx CD.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, like I said, I don't know nothing about them, man. Nothing. Never played any of them. Yeah, they need to do like
Gregory says these games came out in the Sega Genesis and the Turbo Duo.
Yeah, I was thinking maybe it was the Genesis.
Yeah, that's cool.
See, I didn't have a Genesis.
Yeah, I didn't know anyone that had one of those Turbo Duos. Those are the ones with the Hue cards. I didn't know anyone that had one of those.
What's it called? Turbo Duo. See what this thing looks like. There you go. That's what it looks like.
That's what it looks like right there. The PC Engine.
Oh, it has a CD in there.
That's cool.
I guess that's why I said TurboGrafx CD.
Mm.
Had a CD in there.
So the Duo was a Hue card and a CD. Okay, that's cool.
Okay, so you put the card in here then? And then
you could put the card in there, or you could do the CD, the Hue card or the CD.
Interesting. That's why they called it the Duo.
The Duo.
Oh,
that's pretty cool.
Lock, busy. Yeah, there it is. Didn't know anybody had one either. What's it say with their Super CD-ROM?
Super CD-ROM, man.
There you go.
It's got CD music along with your game.
And look at there's a pad port. Put your pad in there. What kind of pad do they have? Oh, it's right here.
That's interesting.
Look at that. What's that? Yeah. What's that pad look like? Looks a lot like an NES almost.
Looks like a lot like NES. A lot like NES.
Instead of having the cross or X,
yeah.
They actually had the D-pad or whatever. But yeah, it looks a lot like that. Got the select, run.
Yep.
2 buttons.
2 buttons.
Interesting.
They had Super CD games that used a special Hue card to enhance a CD title. That's pretty cool.
That's pretty neat. Huh, that's pretty cool. So they work together. Interesting. But I only see one controller that you can plug in.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like you can plug in 2.
Hmm.
Interesting there. I can't quite tell what this thing over here is. The other picture might. It's just the power on and off. Not much to it, huh? You got the on and off. You got the.
Yeah, it's pretty bare bones, man.
card, and where you put the card or the CD.
But I mean, you don't need much. I mean, look at the Game Station Pro. It literally has nothing. I mean, it has like
True.
2 buttons on it. That's all you need, though.
Yeah, and you think in the VCS only has 1 button for power.
That's it. 1 button. So 1 button on the outside, and that is it.
That is true.
You don't need much.
Yeah, don't need much.
Well, anyway.
Yeah, I did not know anybody had one of those. It's pretty neat, though. It sounded like it was pretty good for its time.
Yeah, it does look pretty cool. I know Steps Gaming is a huge fan of this console.
Oh, really?
She likes these games, the TurboGrafx games. She's a big fan of them.
Oh, here's like the whole lineup stuff that you can add on, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You got the 2 controllers. I don't know where the second one would plug into, and this is it here. This white thing might be the thing that you plug in, and you could turn it into 5 outlets. It looks like.
Okay.
Yeah, this is exactly.
That's crazy.
So you plug this into the Turbo Dual there, and then you got 5 ports. You can plug stuff to, and your cables, of course.
That's called a Turbo Tap. Turbo Tap.
Turbo Tap. Interesting. Most I ever learned about this thing. I knew nothing about it.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.
All right.
Take care, man. Stay legit.
Great night.